The bleeders, I think, are the thing that all the builders noticed. Like my eye went right to him.
Really?
You're so that's the thing that none of us would have thought to do.
Yeah.
You know, all just like a brake bleeder is a brake bleeder. That's the part that it just has to be there.
It's like tires. Like, they're so that they're rubber. Right. Oh, of course they are.
What'd you do for the air in the tires?
That's something special.
Shaking up the industry a little bit, making some friends, making some enemies. I'm sure.
But it was the talk of the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is a bug? Like, how badass can this bug be?
It was either start a drywall company, which I probably should have done,
right,
money wise, or do this thing that I loved. You know, I was at a job site at 4:00 in the morning one day, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here with this.
Yeah.
Left all my stuff there and left, and never looked back.
This car was ahead of its time.
Oh, it was.
You know,
it definitely
but
was.
listen.
I would probably just shut up at this point.
No,
let him talk. Let him talk.
So like, this was the American Ferrari, and what they were saying about the Karmann Ghia.
Welcome back. Another episode of Oil and Whiskey. This week we have Buddy Hale of Type 1 Restorations and crew. I'm going to say and crew because I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of guys, and I didn't remember everybody's name, and ladies. Shannon, right? Yes. All right, I got one of them.
Got the important
Jesus.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Yeah. Dennis.
The most important one I forgot. I thought I had it there for a second. I got cocky.
He's the one that paid for everything.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said most important.
It's the most important guy.
He paid you. I'm sure you remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, it's absolutely amazing you could come out here. You've riding on quite a little high, shaking up the industry a little bit, making some friends, making some enemies, I'm sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully making friends, so we don't want to make any enemies.
Quite the showing. I was excited to do this because we don't know each other, right? We're getting to know each other here. And full transparency, this is how it went down, right? I'm just gonna be honest with everybody, so everybody knows behind the scenes.
Okay, let's hear it.
We became aware of your shop, not you, just your shop, with the green split window at Grand National 2 years ago?
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never saw it at Grand National, and I finally caught up with it at the where were we?
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. Yeah, but it was the talk of the show. Yeah. And I'm like, is a bug? Like, how badass can this bug be?
It's all the way badass. All the way badass.
And I saw it.
So absolutely fucking amazing. I thought that thing,
it.
that was, what's the name of that?
Turmoil.
Yeah. Right up my alley. We're going to talk about it, I'm sure. I love that vehicle so much. And it was so cool that it was done in, that high a level, and it was there for Slonaker. So it was super cool, awesome. Saw the blue one that you did at Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's the same guys. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Saw that. I know Alan picked that for his, obviously.
Well, he picked the split.
He picked the split.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So then we are at Barrett Jackson just recently. And Mikey from Driven Speed, right?
Right.
He's talking you guys up.
Was he?
Right? He's like, oh, I'm going to tell you what. You better be.
Like he's a good cheerleader.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
He said,
it goes both ways. I love that guy.
He said,
awesome.
you gotta see this thing. It's gonna be something. And he's telling me, it's like, yeah, I know the guys. If you're saying it's gonna be, no, I'm telling you, they're pulling out all the stops. And he's like, I'm not supposed to show you this, but look at that. It shows me like a little detail picture. And like, I said, we're gonna be there next week. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then we got to the show, and we weren't even there 5 minutes, right? And the first like 3 people we talked to, oh, you guys got to check out the Karmann Ghia. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe it.
Awesome.
Oh man. And then also, like, check out the VIN tag. You need to check out the VIN tag. Let's go see that VIN tag.
Yeah, that was a popular little attraction there. So,
more hype in the car.
Yeah. So then, we had to have you on the podcast. So
we
this is where we're at.
Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. We're in shock you want us on here, so it's amazing.
Yeah, awesome. To have
You guys did the work. That's what matters. So before we get into recent events and current builds, we'll go back in time just a little bit. We're probably not going to spend as much time on the beginning because much like the level of detail on that build that's a lot to talk about. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to go in depth and in detail on that build. So I want to be able to make sure we have the time to do that. Well, how long you been in business?
Shoot, it's in 1999.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, I started in my garage, like kind of like everybody, just
Doing VW restoration and builds?
Just painting cars. That's how I started. I mean, I initially started off with painting cars and just wanting to learn. And I'd do paint jobs just for material. Just someone drop a car off, you guys pay for material.
Just to do it?
I'll just do it, you know. And kind of like what you were saying, I fucked a lot of stuff up just in the process of trying to figure everything out.
You're doing it full-time out of your garage?
No, I did. I was doing drywall at the time, doing construction. But I knew I love cars, and I just knew I didn't want to be doing construction forever, and you know, and I finally got to a point to where, you know, it was either start a drywall company, which I probably should have done,
right,
money wise, but or do this thing that I loved. And you know,
were you hanging the drywall?
I was taping
and
taping and texturing.
Oh, that's the Bodywork was easy then.
Yeah.
You came right into it.
Like
you're sanding mud.
Yeah,
You're sanding mud no matter what.
That's how we got started. And you know, I was at a job site at 4:00 in the morning one day, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Left all my stuff there and left, and never looked back.
Damn.
You were painting anything that you could paint. It wasn't
anything
specific
I could get my hands
Volkswagen or
on.
anything like that.
Anything I can get my hands on, because that's ultimately what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you know, as I was painting these cars and getting a little bit better every time, you know, customers were bringing their stuff back all jacked up because they're putting it together, and and then I'm like, you know, maybe I should just start assembling them, and it kind of started landsliding.
Just one thing after the other.
One thing after another, yeah.
What was the first moment that you're like, oh, this is a full-time deal, and I can actually make a living doing this?
Oh, man.
He's probably still thinking that. We're still thinking that. That's a crazy question. I was asking myself that about 30 minutes before I walked up to this podcast.
Enough to make the decision to do it.
Yeah, it was probably 5 years into it to where I felt kind of comfortable enough to walk away from a steady paycheck. And, you know.
You were married?
Yeah,
at
the time, yeah. I wasn't married to Shannon.
Oh, not Shannon. Edit that part out.
She's part. Yeah,
I was going to ask how she felt about it, but I guess it kind of the story writes itself, doesn't it?
But we've been together for 20 years, so she's been through all the ups and downs. You know, even now she's still. It's it ain't easy. You know, doing this car, it was not easy.
I bet. So. As you start doing it, how did the Volkswagen thing come about? How did you find that niche, or that niche find you?
I've been in love with those cars since like the 3rd grade. You know, as long as I can remember. There was a car across the street getting built. You know, at recess, I would just go and stare at this car getting built in this driveway for years. And you know, I made friends with the kid, and couldn't stand him. Could not stand this kid, but I wanted to be friends with him because when he turned 15, I just wanted to ride in the car.
Gotcha.
Nicely done, dude.
It's a long play there.
Oh, I waited it out. It's a funny story. Like when I got my first ride in there, and a week later, I beat the living shit out of him.
Really?
All of that frustration.
Finally experienced it. I'm done
Finally.
with this dude.
Yeah, all the torture he put me through. I'm like, oh, it's payback.
I rode in that car now. Now it's your turn.
I was just hooked on that ever since.
What was the first big build that came through?
So that was probably, what was it, 2000? Year 2000 probably. And yeah, we had a customer come in and was just do it and didn't question anything. And
did he have the ideas, or you have the ideas?
That particular customer, you know, he had the ideas, but he allowed me to like expand on his ideas. So that was pretty awesome. But from that build forward, everything that came in was just it's pretty much, you know, they just drop them off, and they just allow them to get done that way.
Well, the bodywork and fit and finish is second to none. Like, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's Carlos.
And that's
nice work, dude.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Absolutely amazing. And it's funny when you talk about a Volkswagen Bug and Karmann Ghia and some of the Volkswagen those early Volkswagens in general,
they're hard.
They're
weren't really.
They're
made.
so
It's almost like a Model A. They're not like
they're not made to fit.
areas of them that aren't finishable, like you would finish like a not as refined, right? As a muscle car or a truck or 60s, 70s American car.
But with that, even harder is the fact that they are so simplistic and lacking a lot of highlight lines or a lot of things going on. So you really can't hide anything. It's the beauty is in how simple it is. So it, you've back to a jam thing, right? Like those jams got to be good. Like it's such a
the
small
wells,
there's
underneath the trunk.
You see all that.
You see everything.
Tell us about the Turmoil. How did that build get started?
Well, that was in 2018. We were contacted. I think Kevin Doyle contacted us for. Because they were doing like the Volkswagens, they had the Volkswagens that year in those buildings, building number 4, I think, and they contacted us, and so we sent photos of that car to them, and they're like, "Well, you should like consider this Salonica class," and that car we were literally probably 2 months from finishing, and I'm like, "There's no way we could take this car to compete there." So
You're 2 months away from finishing, but when was the show?
Well, it was 2018. We were 2 months away from delivering that car to the customer.
Okay.
So they saw pictures of it, and I'm like, there's no way. We got a lot more work to do. And then so when they contacted us, we actually tore that car back apart.
Well,
tore the chassis back down. I mean, there's no body mods on that car. And so once we did that, we already had the color and the chassis was pretty much kind of done, but we changed the color on the chassis, and then we just started adding everything, and we have I hooked up with our machinist, and this was his first basically go at it. I mean, he got this machine and he learned how to decode it and figure it out, and Evan Oakinson, and we've been together ever since, and I just turned him loose on everything. I had all these ideas in my head, and I'd go, "Can you make this?" And I'll try it. And it just started landsliding. I mean, the guy, Evan, and these guys will tell you, Evan he's a genius.
He's a mad scientist.
Yeah, he's a mad scientist. Yeah, it's
cool when somebody gets something like you're saying. He bought the machine, he started figuring it out.
Yeah,
somebody like that, he doesn't know the limitations or what it can't do. Nobody told him what it can't do.
Yeah,
that's better.
So it's like, oh hell yeah,
yeah.
Why not?
And so he like that pedal assembly right there. That was the first one. He that was his first go at it, and I just gave him a factory pedal assembly, and he kind of looking at it and re-engineered it, and yeah, he's totally
self-taught.
He's totally self-taught on everything. Yeah.
On his own.
So he had this, I think it was like 1985, like just caveman CNC machine. He made all that stuff on.
Yeah.
And, as we were going, we stepped up and got the Haas, and, and he literally got that Haas, had that thing up and running in a day, and off and running machining parts.
Well, didn't the old one break?
No, it never broke.
Oh, no.
It never broke.
How did that, how did you, back to where you said, okay, we're going to take it for Salonica.
Yeah.
What was the pitch to the customer?
We're going to take it to Salonica, and
hang on, dude.
Hang on. Yeah. And he was a longtime customer. We built probably 6 or 7 cars for him, Gary Stell.
Yeah.
And, he's like, listen, I'm in, but this is political, because he's a hot rod guy too.
Okay.
And so he's like, this is really political avenue you're going down. So, and you're bringing a Volkswagen to this.
Yeah.
And so from him, I'm like, okay, so we really got to step everything up. But
he was good to go with let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, he supported us. He supported us for a long time. And the name Turmoil came about because that car was such a bastard to build towards the back end, and we're just screaming, and we're like, we were in constant turmoil building that car.
Yeah.
And that's one of the guys just said, fuck it, name it Turmoil.
They should just call the industry that, though.
That's
just, so you get the thing dialed where you want it to be.
Yeah.
You work through the turmoil.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
And you come in to Grand National.
Yeah.
For Salonica.
Yeah.
What's the... And let's not go fast. Like, go through the emotions.
Okay.
First of all, there's the emotion of like, okay, it's actually we don't have any more time. It has to go. It has to go right now.
Luckily that was COVID.
Okay.
So
You got an extra.
2 years. They canceled it, and so, funny thing, when we were building that car, me and Jesus we were in the thick of it. Me and him were pretty much on that car every day. Carlos was on the other side doing some other stuff because shop's got to make money, and this really wasn't a money maker, at the end of the day, and so we were just hammering down on that thing. And my main goal was I just didn't want to embarrass ourselves, and I had no idea what was coming.
Right.
We never heard of Salonica. The only two guys I knew of was Rad Rods by Troy and Pinkies. That was it at the time.
I've heard of this other guy.
Troy, dude. He comes up every now and then.
Yeah, and I just, for me,
farmer, I think.
I've been following that guy for
cans.
so long, and my whole driving force behind that car, I just, when he saw it, if he saw it, I didn't know if he would or not.
Right.
I didn't want him to be like, this thing's a joke, So for me,
Yeah.
that was the driving force. For these guys, it was the Ring Brothers.
Yeah.
And that's the.
They couldn't get close to it. The wheelchair. It's not a wheelchair accessible. So it's like,
Mike's got to be right up on that fucker to see too.
Oh yeah. And so when we were building that, the Ring Brothers were doing a Volkswagen at the same time.
okay.
And we didn't know what was going on, and so I'm building it, and and I told Mike Ring this story too, and we're just building it, and Carlos kept coming up, like, oh yeah, but the fucking Ring Brothers, and he was just not let up about the Ring Brothers, and finally one day I snapped, I'm like, fuck the Ring Brothers, man, this is what the fuck we're bringing, get the fuck out of here. So we're fighting in the middle of the shop, and not having any clue of
Right.
what the response was going to be from the industry.
So you get there and it's it's ready to go through the paces.
It's ready to go.
When you get it there and you can see it, we talk about this a lot, right? All you're seeing is all the things that you don't like.
Oh yeah.
Right. All you're seeing is the things that, man, you wish you could have done this.
Yep.
You're not seeing it with fresh eyes like everybody else is. At what point are you starting to be like, okay, we're all proud of what we brought.
That was probably what day was it? This is a cool story too. What day was it? Because we got there on Wednesday. Carlos didn't even come because he's like, dude, we're gonna get our asses kicked. I ain't even gonna show up.
I was doing another job.
Well, but he was doing another job.
But the whole thing was with this show, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Like, I had never heard of the show before.
Okay.
So like, I didn't know what I didn't know what any of it was about. I didn't know, like, you're not supposed to show any of the cars. So like, everything's like, that's a debut show, this and that. So, and like, to go back a little bit is like, when we were talking about the Ring Brothers, because they had posted that they were doing a bug. We heard that there was another bug in that same class, and we thought for a minute there, we thought it was them.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know, man. Like, these are gonna be high end cars.
Yeah.
So. But he was so worried that he's like, I don't know, like, are the people gonna like the car that we built? Did we build this car to a high enough class that we're gonna get a positive reaction?
Yeah, but I'm sure you've realized it now. Did you like the car?
No.
You didn't?
No.
He always thought that there was more that we could do to the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's always going to happen.
Right.
There's always more as long as there's time.
Yeah.
Time and budget are the
That's the
only
only-
That was the thing, is like, the car was already done.
Yeah.
And when he said, hey, like, this show got canceled, and he's like, we got to tear the whole car apart. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like,
The whole car's
like,
got to
it's-
come down.
Like, I don't know.
How did that conversation go versus just like building another one?
Well, the beauty is it's still a Volkswagen.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't-
you
I
can
don't
tear
even
that thing down in
remember.
what, like
when I
half
called,
a day?
Yeah, when I called the customer, and he's like, "Is it going to be bad?" I'm like, "No, it's not going to be that bad," because we had no clue of what that was going to turn into, and Evan at the time, we had no clue of what he was going to become, and so Evan just was like you said, like, and that's probably what catapulted him, because he had no limits.
Yeah.
No expectations, and so gloves were off at that point,
Okay.
and he was working for a friend of mine, and when he was building that car, so we went to lunch one day, and I said, hey man, if you ever quit, I didn't steal him, I talked to my buddy, I'm just saying, if you ever quit or you ever want to go somewhere else, this is what we can do together. And like 2 months later, he opened up a shop like 10 doors down from us.
Sweet.
And we started going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're there, like, when does it start to sink in that you probably brought something pretty damn cool?
Thursday. Yeah. Thursday. That's when all the buzz started happening. Like, you know, and then we found out Troy Ladd was shitting his pants, and we, you know, and we were just there not to embarrass ourselves. So there was no pressure for us. And, you know, that was at the end of it, that was a fun experience. This last one was a fucking nightmare, but you know, cause you got that expectation now, you know,
this one, you just wanted to be
a part of something,
you know, you just wanted to have the correct tux on for the party, and you were happy enough to be there.
I was happy to be there. Yeah.
But then now once you set the expectations, things are different. So with the Troy Ladd thing.
Yeah.
So how did that go there at that show?
Well, right off the bat, they were like talking shit right off the bat. Like, we're setting up our display and it was really high off the ground, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys building, a high rise?" And, you know, so they just started like giving us shit right off the bat. And, you know, we had no clue of what was going on. We had no clue we were that close to them, like right out the gate.
Right.
And so there was kind of like some chatter from them. And it was fun. We were cool. We were laughing. We were having a good time. And, you know, just over time, these guys, Carlos and Jesus, drink with that dude, get him hammered all the time, and we just became friends. And so that's mainly what it is. He gives a shit all the time about losing, and that's how that plaque came to.
He always, every time he saw us, he always says, "Oh, here comes the second placers."
I can't believe anybody would be that horrible to say.
Yeah, he calls us the littles. You guys get the littles. I'll take the bigs. You guys get the littles.
Yeah,
you think it's like they got fifth place, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. We've got similar relationships. We fuck around with Jesse Greening a lot. You know, he's got a few Riddler awards under his belt. So we joke about him eating cereal out of all his big Riddler bowls and shit. And then Jesse's always like, "What do you do with yours? You eat out of yours?" "Oh, that's right. You guys don't have one." Right?
So
that's the beauty about having two. You can eat whatever you want out of each one of them. Yeah.
That was probably one of the first things we machined on that car. It was that plaque.
Really?
And if people look at it, you know, I put first place in Slonaker. We machined that 2 years out, and you look at the data on that, and it was first place. I mean, it was all, you know, just thinking. And
so after, you know, staying on this car, after this car, you know, it did obviously what it did. It did really, really well, and you were. I mean, at least from our side, you were accepted into the, you know, the building community. It's like, huge. Holy shit! I don't care what you're building. That, like, you build it at that detail. That's amazing, and it's always a breath of fresh air to see something like that is outside the box. That is different, right? Instead of seeing the same old thing. You go to Triple Crown, right? Completely different experience, I'm sure, than what you're used to with that. You know, those types of cars and that show. Obviously, did great then.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, was the Karmann Ghia build started?
Yeah, it was, right? In 2000.
But it wasn't going to be what it turned out to be. It was just going to be a driver.
Well, that was in the beginning, but when we got back from Salonica, me and Dennis, we went to lunch, and we told him about the show. And so, you know, he's kind of like, I can see it. Like, his gears are turning, you know, and he's, you know, like, hey, we can do this. And
is that how it went down?
Yeah, these guys built of all things, a 63 Falcon for me.
4-door.
Really?
4-door.
Okay.
If you can believe it. And they did such a remarkable job. I got to see the atmosphere in the shop and how they did work. And I said, "Buddy, let's do something together, but I want to be a part of it, and I don't want to do a bug." So we sat down and said, "Let's do a Karmann Ghia."
Yeah.
So we found one in California. Didn't start working on it diligently till 22, and Buddy, right from the get-go, told me, "We're going to win this thing."
Yeah.
I mean, from the first day, he said,
"We're
going to win."
Yeah.
It's a stake in the ground right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a statement.
You got to respect the confidence.
That's the same thing like you were talking about the machinist or whatever. You don't know what not to say.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need just say it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get his mic just a little closer.
You just grab it and pull.
There you go.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. Good. So at that point, first of all, back to the 4-door Falcon. That had to be a family history.
Yeah, I had one when I was
okay.
in high school.
That's not an enthusiast deal. It's like, you know what I've always wanted. It was
like I said, it was a lark.
It's a lark.
But it was nice.
It was
I'm like,
very
if we
nice.
do
That's
this,
cool.
it's gonna look. It wasn't. We did a really good job on it.
And
Yeah.
in spite of being a Falcon, they did an incredible job
That's cool.
on it. Yeah. And that's what got my juices flowing to do another one. And after I saw what they did and the bug, I said, we've got to do this.
When you start talking about the stylistic, and this gonna have this theme, we're gonna do this stuff, before you get into the parts thing, what are you thinking? What are you all vibing off of back and forth on?
Well, I got to tell you, this was Buddy's vision. I participated in the color scheme and a couple other things, but I knew best to let him have his way with it, and he did. And I mean, the way it turned out was incredible.
The only thing was it had to be better than Turmoil.
Yeah,
that was our drive.
That's obvious, right? Yeah. It was. I'm sure, and at least it does to me. I'm sure it does to you guys. You can tell that the thought process was, the one thing we're going to do is we're going to touch everything.
Yeah.
Right. We have to do it all. Well, then once you make that decision at the beginning, before you're doing anything, that's a slippery slope.
It's slippery slope.
And then
it just never stops.
It never stops because then it's. I mean, and how many times throughout that build? Well, what would be cool? Well, if we're going to do this, we ought to do this. Well, if we're going to, it's like
yes.
What's the little Russian dolls that stack together? It's like that, but of Pandora's boxes. It's
Pandora's
just
box.
you open up another Pandora's box, and there's another Pandora's box, and there's another Pandora's, because it just keeps on. Because it's you even on fastener stuff, you learn like, well, we did machine these. Well, you got to carry that theme throughout the deal. And
the fasteners and Cerakoting are two things. It's like once you ring that bell, where do you stop?
You can't.
You just keep going. Like, what are you going to just do the fender bolts, like the tops of the fender bolts? It's either like you only put the little billet hood adjusters on and just say, that's it. That's all this one's getting.
Right.
Or you do every single damn fastener on the entire car,
Yeah.
And that's a monumental. And then when it comes to like, guess what? The 12 points aren't good enough for us. And just like maybe like milling the head and facing the 12 point, that's not good enough either. We're just going to make fasteners
from scratch.
Yeah. And that the fasteners came into play because I'm good friends with ARP Bob, and he's such a good guy, and he hooked us up with one of his guys, and to kind of make us some 12 points, and they never got back to us. And so me and Evan are sitting there one day, and we're like, fuck it, let's just make our own.
Yep. Why not?
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Right.
Then you can get them to the exact size you need and the exact length. And
and have one guy polishing them for 2 years.
We have a young kid at the shop, Jacob, and that's all he did.
His job.
Oh, that's all he did.
Is he just down to nubs now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What are you drawing influence-wise?
Off of the car?
Yeah.
That just all came from my head. I just kind of broke every part down, and that's another car we're working on. Yeah, that's another car we're working on, and that just stuff came from my head, and and like I said, Evan and the guys, and and everyone just stepped up.
Yeah, it's interesting when you say it came from your head. Usually, you can look at something and you can always sort of pick. You can find the inspiration. Like there's something that's pre-existing that somebody drew from. This thing's just like
just
crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. It's all
so you can't even like really describe like the style.
It's super fresh, innovative stuff.
Yeah.
It's
the color contrasts on everything, and the finishes and the Cerakotes and the different levels of gloss. I think that'd make my head explode. Just trying to keep that.
The wild thing is that level of detail. When you have touched every little thing and added that many fasteners and that many facets and that many paint lines and that many edges and stuff like that, for it to still be clean, and not be gaudy, is very difficult.
That's how you just touched on that, because I was reaching a point and I'm like, is this too gaudy? Like, because you go down that rabbit hole and you're just I'm going crazy. So I don't know what is
vision, right?
What's that?
It's like tunnel vision.
Yeah, you got
tunnel vision.
You got to zoom out every now and then. You got to turn it to 1x instead of being on 36x or whatever.
Because you see some cars that you're just like, whoa, that's way too much, or they just went off in left field with it. And I didn't want to do that, and so that was one of my big worries going into the show. I'm like, did we do too much? Because you can't, you can overdo shit big time.
Yeah, to be able to touch everything and do as much as you did and as elaborate as everything is, and it's still, at a glance, it sort of blends in. I mean, obviously, once you get up on the car, it's just
good grief.
Right. Detail city, but it's
the steering links and shit is nuts.
Yeah, and Evan made that from the steering wheel all the way down to that steering box. He made all that stuff from scratch, machined it, figured it out, figured the dimension, and then, that's another thing too. I mean, we just didn't take factory stuff. I mean, we lengthened it, shortened it to make it drive better, and I have probably about 10 miles on this car so far, and it's working pretty good. So we're gonna road test it some more, but and that's the big thing with this too. It's just I just wanted to make it to where everything works, and Jesus and Dennis and Carlos putting this car together is very important that everything works and everything be finished when we finish the car.
How did y'all work assembly on this? Was that throughout normal process of work, or was this after hours planned?
No, it was 24/7. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much for the last. When we picked it up from the interior shop in November, it was all hands on deck. I mean, we were working 120-hour weeks.
When you said that he had it was his ideas, and he started telling you about the show, and you're like, you know what? I want to see what you can do. At what point through the build did you start seeing that? I think he might be onto something. I believe him now.
I believed him right from the get-go. I just saw the dedication and the vision he had.
Well, when somebody says, I'm going to go win that show, there's got to be a doubt, because that's quite the statement.
Well, I believed it. Wow. I believed it full-heartedly.
He never seen me waver, but there were some tough days, and my wife, she knows how bad some of the days were, but I'd lean on him a lot. I'm just like, dude, I don't know, man. And he's like, we're winning. I'm like, I just need you to keep believing that and telling me that, because when you walking around this shop, my mind is blown. I can't believe what you guys do here. It's unbelievable, unbelievable.
And for me, this was new, so I didn't have anything to compare it to. This was the baseline.
You started off at the top.
Yeah. That's his buddy goes, dude, you just won the Indy 500 first time out.
It's like getting that thing.
I told a friend of mine a couple years ago, I'm building a Karmann Ghia, and he goes, a fucking Karmann Ghia? I said, yeah. And he came with us to the show, and he was blown away.
You're supposed to start with just like a little puff every now and then, not like mainlining heroin right in the carotid. Like you just went straight.
Jake's like, dude, we got this dude hooked on heroin. What do we do?
That's bad.
But once because he was working at the shop doing a lot of prep work and stuff.
Yeah.
But once he saw everything go into color, it was a different game.
Once we got everything in the color.
I wasn't sure about the colors, I got to admit. But once I saw them together, I just thought, man, this is genius.
Yeah, the colors are good.
Couldn't be better.
What all did you do? You said prep work. What all did you have a hand in on the car? Which is a rare thing for.
Oh, fuck. Dude, all the suspension stuff.
At the end of the day, you're paying the bills. You'd be like, hey, this sucks. I'm not doing this shit anymore.
I would tell him to clock in, because those are billable hours.
Did you ever see something pop up on the bill and be like, dude, I fucking did that?
That's what Jesus goes. He's like, these are billable hours, dude. We need to start billing this guy.
Hey, admittedly, it was all grunt work, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah.
Did you have any background in anything like this?
Hell no.
Just figured it out.
Yeah, these guys taught me.
That's quite the story and quite the experience to have with on this level.
Yeah,
and they were very patient with me. They, you know, and I told them, I said, guys, I'm here to help. If I'm fucking up, you tell me.
Yeah.
Right.
And they did.
Yeah.
You know, Buddy would say, this is no good. This isn't, do it again.
Yeah.
And I'd do it again.
Customer's going to be pissed.
Yeah. And you know, the cool thing about him was there was a couple times where some parts got machined wrong, and we were kind of in a pinch, and he's driving home, and he calls me. He's like, "Hey, what if we just do this to fix it?" And so he went from not knowing anything
to figuring it out. You know, and you know, this one time in particular, I was like really stoked. We just finished the rear calipers, and I'd left some writing on the top of the calipers, and I show him, I'm like, "What do you think of this?" And he's like, "They're gonna see that." Inside, I'm like, "Fuck! Now we gotta strip this down, start over again." Yeah.
But I'm driving home. I'm like,
another set of eyes.
he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. And so that was a turning moment too for us.
Yeah, blind squirrel.
When you got to the show, you know, and experienced that experience and stuff, what's going through your mind? And you're looking at other vehicles, right? Because y'all have been entrenched in this thing, right? And you're looking, you know, like you said, down a microscope on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the emotions of that, of like, wow, that was a lot of hard work, a lot of money. We feel really confident in what we've built. I'm looking at other stuff that other guys do. Are you getting inspiration, or be like things, or is it just like what? Everybody goes through different stuff.
I'm looking at other cars and thinking, you know, I love this 58 Vet. It's beautiful. And another 56 Chevy. It's great, but it can't compare to the detail that was put into our car, you know? And
Right.
they were great vehicles. I'd be happy to be a part of it, but not the detail that we put in.
What did you guys tell yourselves in preparation for if it didn't go the way you wanted it to go?
I never.
These guys never wavered.
It was only one outcome.
He never wavered from the get-go. He says, we're winning. I said, let's go around and look at all the cars. So him and I went around, looked at all the cars, came back. So what do you think? He goes, we're winning. We're going to win this thing.
Yeah. That Studebaker scared me a little bit.
The Studebaker was the one, honestly, like, I'll openly talk about it. Nothing against the way it was built. I just don't like the car, that body style. Right. But the execution,
some cool shit on it.
Really, really good, like detail-wise.
Yeah.
That was a really well executed car.
That scared me too.
The Chevelle just has the look, dude. I mean, the Chevelle. The tough thing about it is that I don't know that everybody got it. Like, there's a shit ton of detail and a lot of work in that car, and a lot of changes.
That car is sleek.
And what Eddie did too with that is like the look. Yes. It's in the end, if you can, like, I'll sort of look past all the details for the silhouette and the overall finished product when it's good, and that was really done well.
Yeah.
I would have took that car out of there. That would be my pick. Zach's car too. Zach's 56.
Yeah, Zach's 56 was cool. I think you're challenged a little bit with the 50, like the Tri-5, just because
it's a Tri-5.
Yeah, it's a Tri-5. They're always at sort of the forefront of everything, and one just won the Riddler.
Yeah,
right. But
Zach's car is well done.
Yeah, very well done. I honestly had it between you guys and the Chevelle, and you guys detail-wise. I mean, it was so above and beyond what anything else there was. I mean, it was definitely stood out from a detail standpoint, no question about it.
And I'm looking at cars and thinking, how come these guys did this as opposed to what we did? You know, not knowing.
Yeah.
And, you know, just to me it was obvious that we had it.
Yeah. I mean, what's interesting is your guys' like relentless obsession and push to win. Like, there probably wasn't other guys doing that behind. Like, guys were working hard. It takes. There's no question about it. All those dudes work their asses off to get those cars done. Yeah. We've had conversations with all these builders. I've never really heard anybody that has had the mindset and the drive like you guys. That it's like this team effort of we're winning this, dude. And it sounds like that was from day one. And it was the push all the way through, which is pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
it is cool, and it shows in the finished work.
Yeah, which is also should be frightening to some of these like sort of big name. Not to discredit you guys, but there's some guys been around a long time and have some huge names that build some amazing award-winning cars. they might be coasting a little bit, not knowing that there's guys like you guys there behind the scenes, fucking living, breathing, and all you're thinking about is winning. Winning.
That was the whole thing with
and that's
Turmoil.
cool.
Was like when we showed up, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
Yeah.
And then when talk here and there throughout the whole, the week and the weekend, and they're like, oh, you guys might have a real shot at winning, And I'm like, holy shit, dude, like we might have this.
Yeah.
And then, when we didn't, it was kind of devastating. And when he told me, he's like, dude, we're gonna go back, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and like we're gonna go back and we're gonna do it we're gonna build a car for that show,
Yep.
From the beginning.
So I told him, I was like, if I go back, I'm not going back to lose. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm not going for second place.
Yeah.
And as the owner, I saw what Buddy did. My question was, what do these guys do? And after working with them, they were as driven to perfection or more than Buddy was.
Yeah.
They would not skip or.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that absolutely
That's exactly-
takes.
Because I'm on the
guys.
back end too. Because I see the invoices, right? And I'm like, holy fuck,
Yeah, that's a brake caliper.
this is.
That's a brake caliper.
It's
Yeah.
best,
Right.
best
We already bought. We paid
sounds
good
great.
money for the brake caliper to get it here, and then we're doing.
There's 4 of them.
And so when
We're
you're
doing
like,
that.
when you're like, I think he wants a refill over there.
Yeah, let me get- sorry.
When you're, pushing that invoice across the desk, and you're barely touching the surface of
Yeah.
parts are not even close to being done.
Well, I think that goes in hand with what Jeremy was just talking about. Is
It's one down.
as many conversations as we've had. We're 4 seasons in on this podcast, and another 20 something years in this industry of having these similar conversations. A couple of things. Generally, the conversation with the customer and the builder is, well, we're going to build something really, really nice. We're going to build what you want to build. We're going to build what we want to build. We're going to build it the way we want to build it, right? As nice as we know how to build it. And then go, okay, this show lines up. We're going to go debut it at this show. When you set out to say, we're going to go win that award, it takes a special customer
Yeah.
Absolutely.
to want to do that.
Yeah.
Because that, just like it's fresh. When you decide that you're going to go win that award, that sets very specific guardrails. And none of those guardrails are on the spending side of things, right?
We had some emotional discussions. Believe me. But we overcame them.
Yeah.
But that's the hard part of, you mentioned, like why do these guys not do this kind of stuff? Well, it gets to that point of like,
Money.
I wanted
time.
the car. I wanted a really nice car, right? And I want to go enjoy it, or I want to look at it and stuff like that. Like, if this is what it takes to guarantee I was going to find the picture, the fucking brake bleeders, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Little pieces of jewelry.
Fucking awesome. There's very few customers that would be like, hell yeah, absolutely we should do that, unless you're dead set on building the thing to win an award, because then it makes sense. It's like, okay, and people are going on the majority of stuff. It's like, dude, come on, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the difference. That the problem is when somebody puts that much effort and build into a car and like, well, yeah, I'm planning on driving. I'm not going to machine the brake bleeders, blah, blah. If you don't like this car, but if it doesn't win, it's like, well, what about all the other hard work I've done? Yeah. But then that's when you get into the thing of the show thing. You guys are a rare instance where it said, whatever it takes from start to finish, we're doing it to win this award.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was one corner cut on this car.
No. Everybody agrees on that.
Not one.
Yeah, there was a point, because we would talk about budgets, and we were obviously going over budgets, and
No.
How do you even do that on something like
it's-
this? Though? Like,
you-
because
it's-
No way.
where do you how do you establish the time? Just looking at these bolts on the screen right behind you. I mean, to sit down there and figure out what it costs to machine the bolt, machine the washer, paint the washer, then remachine the washer, then plate everything.
The bolts and the washers are all It's all one piece.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's all one piece.
But that fastener in isolation, if you just sat down and said, I'm only building this one fastener,
right.
that's a $2,500 fastener.
Oh, all day long.
Like just the one. Like, you know, at least, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you break it down like that, and that's, you know, but also, too, to Evan's credit, he's fast.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, when he gets after it, he's moving. And he was cranking out parts so fast for us. It was unbelievable.
Were there things that went the other way where you had input and you're like, dude, we need to pump the brakes on this. It's getting a little bit too much.
Never one time.
No, him coming up with ideas and you were being the voice of reason.
No.
That's a bunch of crackheads with a bunch of crack, and they're just all like, do more.
I'm crazy, but at the end of the day, he's crazier than I am. I found out.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a lot.
I got to a point
that
where
Dennis
I just
Leary
didn't give
bull
a
shit. This will last us all weekend. 5 minutes later.
Yeah, you gotta sort of get to that point, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta sort of hit the all-in point where it's like, dude, we're fully pregnant and we're having this kid.
Yeah,
like
right.
That's it. Like let's start painting the fucking bedroom. Like get the shit. Like this is happening. You know,
it's the button that says "fuck it," dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right there. That's the the button that says "fuck it." Right there.
Yeah.
That's the "fuck it" button.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the that came like
Later.
That was one of the things towards the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, like you said, we've touched everything on this car. And then when he said, "Oh, we're gonna machine the bleeders," I was like, "Well, we already did the bleeders." He's like, "No, we're gonna do the little screw on top."
Because we did the bottom sides first, and then left the top
And those
side.
were
Yeah, make a
already
cap.
I'm like,
and I was like, "Fuck, man, I can't believe we didn't even touch those before."
yeah. And then there you see Evan, manual lathe and the CNC and
The bleeders, I think, are the thing that all the builders noticed. Like my eye went right to him.
Really?
That's the thing that none of us would have thought to do.
Yeah.
You know, just like a brake bleeder is a brake bleeder. That's the part that it just has to be there.
It's like tires. Like, so that they're rubber.
Right.
Oh, of course they are.
Right.
The little rubber cap that's on the bleeder. It's like, that's where the brake fluid gets bled. You know, its tires are black and round and rubber, and you just take it for granted.
yeah.
What'd you do for the air in the tires?
That's something special.
helium.
Yeah, that's the one that the guy that makes his own tires that finds somebody that will cast molds and pour his own fucking tire molds. Like that's the dude that.
That's common.
Yeah, because that's the limitation for all of us. If like wheels have become, it's whatever you want to dream up, but you're constrained to tires.
Why couldn't you 3D print them?
That's what I was going to say.
Maybe you could.
And you can 3D print the correct durometer rubber.
Probably good for show car. I don't know about
show
going
car.
down the road.
Show car.
Oh yeah, that's all that. Anybody's going to make their own tires.
It'll fall apart after 30 miles an hour.
All right, we're 3D printing some tires.
But and that was a good thing too because we had
It'll
that
be
car,
exact copy of an tire that you can
We
get.
had
Just
that car.
Quarter-inch barrier sidewall.
We had that car painted a year out from this last show. So and my whole goal was to get it done early enough to where I'm like, okay, if we can go back, and I had my little wish list, and that was one of the things that was on that wish list, and to the guys, and they busted their ass on it, and we even though it was kind of last minute, we got it done the weekend before. We still had it done in plenty of time.
We got to get Carlos in and talk about bodywork.
Okay.
I would say real quick, that's a pretty cool way of building a car that I don't think anybody in our industry has ever done before.
Ahead of time.
Get it done and then have a list of things that if there's additional time, you're going to go back and do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had me a little wish list,
yeah.
and
it happened to us once because COVID helped. We're getting ready to debut a car at SEMA, I think, and it got kicked back a year. So we were still cutting it close on the next year to get it there, but it gave you that sort of reset to stand back, look at it, touch the things you wanted to touch that you didn't the first time.
right.
It helps big time.
I remember one day, Buddy showed me this 300-pound piece of aluminum. He said, "This is your steering wheel." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
You're throwing away 75% of it.
And that's Evan, that's
Yeah, that is cool, man. On the exterior of the body, like I don't know Karmann Ghia as well from like the proportions and stuff. How much was done sheet metal wise? Is the car
we
highly modified?
It wasn't a lot. I mean, it was a lot. You know, Carlos changed a lot of the body lines. We blew out the fenders a little bit. And
the rear fender wells for the tires.
We just opened them up, and that was the biggest thing going into that stuff too, is because we didn't want to make it look like it was cut up. You know.
Yeah.
And, Carlos, the tail light section, and he did all that, and the fit and finish, and, the front fenders modified, and, all the body lines were enhanced. And
I just went back to that. Tell me about the this picture. How does that door draft with that trim?
Yeah, it just opens. Yeah,
it just does, dude. How exactly is a positive traction on the rear end?
It just does.
it in swings enough, and then that's wild.
And that was
because usually it'd be the other way.
Don't get too close to it.
Oh yeah, do not get too close to that, because those fucking edges. They got it. They got all of us. Got him. Got me.
I was the first one when we first put those on, and I didn't. They stick it on the door as well.
Too.
So, and I got up and I barely touched it, and that just cut me, dude.
Yeah. We gotta go back. That's one of the things we got to change. I don't want him crawling in.
Just soften it just a skosh.
Getting a lawsuit.
Hell, I can't even get into it.
And what does the badge say? Genuine hand built?
Hale built cars.
Hale built cars, cool.
That's my last name.
Nice.
It's we gotta get Carlos over here and talk about paint and body.
Yeah, those wheelhouses, man. Wheelhouses must have been fun getting in there and finishing them out like that.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to have fun, dude, just come on over.
Run the buffer up inside there.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
hello.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you're the guy that made this thing ultimately present the way it presents. You're paint and body?
Paint and body.
Cool.
Been with Buddy, I think it was 2008. Long time. Yeah.
Long run, man. Damn.
But yeah, we did everything on this car. It was a journey. But we try to do every single car that we do just as nice for paint and body. It's not just because it was a Salonica. Every one of our cars that we do is finished to this level. The finish.
Yeah, the finish is crazy. Crazy. I mean, those cars are they show well because they're very curvy. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got like the door gaps like a muscle car, but it's got the roundy stuff like a 40s, like big, fat fender.
It's got a little 300 SEL in it or whatever.
It's kind of got all the good stuff wrapped up in one.
What material y'all spray? What paint?
I think this one was 100% PPG, right? Yeah, it was 100% PPG, everything. 2021 clear.
What's your process on your color sand and buff?
It depends on the vehicle, but this one I started with 600 grit, flat, really hard block, only one fold on the paper. Cut it as flat as I can. Guy coat it. Get rid of the scratch with 8,000, 2,000, 2,500, and then I go 3,500 with the DA.
That's the paper fold thing and edges and stuff like that is something that people really overlook and not realize how knife sharp a fold is, or the corner of a piece of paper is.
You ever seen anybody cut anything dry with 400 on wet sand or with color sand?
I've been reading a lot about it lately. I haven't seen it done.
We had a guy here.
It's not good.
Fucking David Elliott, man. This Australian dude shows up.
Knock out stripes under clear with it.
Probably one of the best painters like I've ever had the privilege of working with. And dude was like, came in, runs the show, right? Big fucking muscular, badass guy. And it's like, you're doing it his way. And he's telling me about how he's going to cut this thing with 400 dry. And he's like, yeah, man, if you block it with a straight block, you fucking put the 400 on it and you cut it down. And
exactly.
I'm like, dude, if you fuck it up, you're repainting it. So go ahead. Takes a giant, a fucking 4 foot long block with a sheet of 400 grit, and down the side of this Mustang, just hogging on it, man. And this fucker turned this car around. Like, I'm telling you, a body tub, 2 days, start to finish, buffed.
Wow.
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I mean,
He'd jump from what?
he'd jump, he'd skip. I think he went, don't like quote me, don't go ahead and do
But
this
he
in your shop.
jumps
But I
on
think he jumped to 800, and he's got a whole idea. He explained it to me once about how, like, the tooth of the scratch and this and that. And I was
jumping
like,
over.
Yeah, but
So he went from
Crazy.
from 4 to 800.
yeah, dry and
Dry.
just fucking laser straight.
I wouldn't want to do that just
Flat.
because of dust. You know, I want
I
to. Yeah.
I can't. I've only done it on knocking down.
Runs.
Doing graphic. It's great.
I wouldn't want to do that.
There's a
'cause
razor
clog up
blade
the
for that.
paper. How many sheets of paper?
But knocking down a big heavy clear line under graphics or whatever, if you've got some of that. But I can't stand to do it because it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like I don't like touching cardboard either. It's like a weird thing of me. And it's the same thing of like dry sanding clear. It's just.
So this guy's OCD. That's why he's been able to establish what he's got going here. Huh?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We're all got a little fucked up problems. Dude, you're the drug addict in the room. Don't give me giving me shit.
Color sanding and buffing, man. I mean, getting underneath this thing with all that beadwork and looking at the bottom of that car with all that detail. That's
You just can't be scared.
I guess.
Can't be scared.
What do you? I mean, you stacking clear on the bottom of that car just like you would on the
clear
side.
on there. There's at least 5 coats.
A lot of that was double cleared too.
Yeah, it was double cleared.
the thing I've always said, I've never been scared of anything because I always said, if we fuck it up, we got to fix it. It's not like we're gonna leave it,
Right.
So whatever.
Yeah,
like
just a little more work.
You got to do what you got to do. So
How long are you letting that stuff sit before you start sanding on it?
As long as we can. At least at least a month sometimes, right, or more.
No,
But in
yeah.
Arizona, it's a lot hotter.
Oh,
heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got no problem there.
Spreading mud, you got to be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
AC, but still.
Just don't use any hardener. It hardens itself.
Yeah.
And I just found.
I forgot
this
about
out.
the
They
Arizona
They
stuff.
make slow hardener for mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found this out. It's like,
Just
all
to
this
buy yourself
time?
a little window there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're double clearing, you're saying so you're cutting it. You'll go back like 600 and then clear it again.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
And then how many coat? When you do that, what's the process? Like, what are you putting down, and then what are you stacking on the second go around?
A lot of times we don't really double clear, but when we do it, we'll do, like, let's say 4 or 5 coats, heavy. Then we'll cut it as flat as we can. We got to side it, make sure there's no edge, nothing. It's got to be as perfect as possible. And then we'll go back and maybe do 3 more coats.
Okay.
And that 3 coats is plenty most of the time.
Gotcha.
Once it's already super flat.
Yeah, that used to be. You always hear all these different stories, like the different
Inner coats. And
Yeah,
stuff.
and how to get like what you do at the black paint job, and like we had dudes that are talking about like mixing clear with
Cocktails.
single stage, and then knocking it down, clearing it again. That's always the instant illusion of it is that it lays down beautifully and it looks great.
Looks the same.
The confusion's always been like you have fewer coats to clear the second time around, and you can ring it up, right? Like cutting back through
You
it.
burn it.
Yeah,
You just don't need to be sanding like it's
Your
that
body
much on
work-
the second time.
Your body work's got to be as close to perfect as possible to get a super flat paint job. If not, you're gonna cut through on your wave or something.
and you spray, and you're doing the sand and buff.
I do everything except for the painting.
Okay.
That guy right there.
Yeah, I
That's the
figured
painting.
because that's usually there's always the painter likes to lay it down and then just step out of the fucking. And then that's how Alan Palmer was painting.
I'm
us.
very good at
Bring me my gun.
Yeah, Alan Palmer was painting us for years, and he's a great dude. Does great work. But there was always like he would go back and forth between here and California. And there's always a reason to go back to California when it came time to cutting and buffing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the fucking clear is on.
Yep, I
And
did
it
my
is-
job.
Oh shit! What time is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it is.
Jesus. I gotta,
I want somebody to do an AI meme because of painters, because it literally should be like F1 umbrella girls like holding the paint suit where they just step in.
What if the
Somebody,
surgeon, he's like,
somebody
hold
hands
the
them the
glove
gun, and it better be dialed into the correct pressure. And I mean, just
a little
come out with a martini.
Somebody reaches
Yeah,
behind
I have now done my job.
Every time I go in there, how they come out? There's a runner too. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's plenty of clear on there then.
Yeah,
Thank God.
that's your job. Yeah, I floated
We
out.
usually know how it goes if you don't hear a fuck shit. Like, I'm like, all right.
and you're good.
We see spray guns go flying across the shop.
We've seen it.
We've seen stuff like that.
It happens, man. So your process, I mean, start to finish, just because this, I feel like this is a helpful.
Never gets talked about enough.
Yeah, it doesn't get talked about. There's a lot of talented guys out there that do talk about it, but your start to finish process. Are you epoxy over bare metal? Are you bare metal straight to filler?
We do a lot of our sandblaster offers an epoxy primer.
Okay.
A powder coat
prime.
Okay.
So we do that a lot, especially on our high-end builds. And then we'll scuff it up, start mudding over that.
Well, how do you do that right at the tail end? Like you get the car, you fab it all, and then take it to that process?
Yep.
So that's sort of the shell. You're not having to grind back.
Yep. A lot of times we get them blasted twice. We'll get it blasted when the car first comes in.
Yep.
Once we're done with it, handprints everywhere, oils in there.
Sure.
You know, we send it back. They reblast it, powder coat, prime it.
Yep.
Comes back. A lot of time, like there's been a couple times we asked the blaster to just blast the primer
To etch it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's already primed.
That way, every single square inch
Cool.
gets it. Because a lot of times you just got to go and do it by hand, and it
fingers.
sucks, and everybody misses something. So that's where it starts failing. So if they just barely dust it,
Yeah.
it's still on there, but everything's etched.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, that is clever, man.
Yeah. So we'll do that, mud it, everything, polyester, primer.
Polyester straight to paint, probably, or you do urethane?
It's poly, prime, and then paint.
Poly prime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
We've been using a lot of Squeege's primer as well.
Yeah.
His epoxy. That's good stuff.
Yeah, Squeege's, dude, I got to tell you, that fucking truck of his blew my mind.
That thing was
Orange
crazy.
one, the Dodge.
The A100.
That thing was
pickup.
insane.
I didn't know paint could do that. Like when you stare into the metallics on that thing, I'm like, holy
It
fuck.
sucked you in there. It looked so deep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I licked it, dude. I've been full of disclosure. I'm like,
I wonder what this tastes like.
I'm sorry, dude. I just,
There's an AI.
His intrusive,
I need that,
his intrusive thoughts beat him.
Yeah, like
I need that snipped right
seeing
now,
that thing,
Elliot.
when I
It
saw
won't be the
truck,
first
I
time
was
we hear
like,
that.
man, I was happy I didn't enter our class.
dude, that thing was nuts.
He did what? I licked it. I'm sorry.
You have to agree that the
It was-
the paint
yeah,
and
it
the
was
finish
candy.
on that thing is wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever he says. If he's got primer,
Yeah, I'll use it.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, you got to spray it naked? Fine. Yeah, if that's what it comes out. Shit, yeah.
It's illegal. It's illegal in 50 states.
Yeah, I don't give
All
a
right,
fuck.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll come
How
pick
much
it
can
up.
I buy from you?
It stinks like hell, but it works.
Gotta leave the country to do it. Okay.
If anything sprayable stinks that bad, you know it's about to be
It's
good.
so bad.
You know it's about to be good.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's all the shit they don't want you to use it anymore. So if
Well,
it stinks like that,
That's how epoxies were, and then they took all the good stuff out of it.
And that's why they
started
suck.
getting temperamental. Yeah.
right?
The good thing is that we're in Arizona, so when it says that it causes cancer in California, we're good. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not in California.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You're
He
all
didn't
good.
adhere to the standard sticker that you got to put on everything that you can't
See,
lick
that's
or eat
that's
this.
why they do that. Now
Right.
we figured it out. Because somebody's sitting there, and I'm like,
See, that's what got you in trouble. It seems like that's not the first time you've licked something that's.
I'm glad you picked up on it.
I don't know where that's been, but I'm gonna give it a go here.
yeah, it's not
You're
the
just
worst
saying
thing.
what everybody else is thinking.
Shit, I walked right into that one. Oh, yeah.
Backed right into it.
That's funny.
That could be dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We need another bottle of booze over here.
Yeah, we do. We need to get another one. Yeah, that, and why don't we find another bottle of booze, and maybe I'll take a piss
little
break.
breather?
Yeah,
Okay.
real quick.
Yeah.
You're doing Chicago World of Wheels this
Yes.
weekend. That's why you're here.
Yep.
I mean, obviously you came for the podcast, but while you're here, you're gonna do
Have a car show.
While you're
We would have came
We
for the
came for the
podcast.
podcast. It just so happened.
Just so
that the
happens,
car show this
yeah.
weekend.
That makes sense.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
There's probably a bunch of guys over at that show, the same scenario.
You're also doing the Wheel Hub event here in coming up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Summertime.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be
Great.
a pretty
Yeah.
ripper. You've ever been there?
No.
It's a cool show.
Yeah.
Great event, and they are rolling out the cash
A lot of dough.
this year.
The Wheel Hub Cup,
How
as
much
they call
cash?
it.
100 grand. I think it goes 30,000 to the winner, and then like 10 grand to the next 7 places.
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. I actually have notes right here that has it laid out. Yes,
really.
Drop it, Joe.
Judged awards competition during the Wheel Hub Live event weekend. 100 grand in total cash purse, the largest in history.
Yep.
And it's quite the statement, but possibly.
Nonetheless.
Nonetheless. $30,000 grand prize payout. Remaining 70 grand paid out to the top 7 finishers. May 21st through 23rd, American Museum of American Speed. I read that dyslexic. Yeah, completely backwards. May 21st through 23rd at Museum of American Speed. You've never been?
I've never been. We're excited.
Absolutely awesome.
It's really cool.
That's worth the trip by itself. But
we're bringing 3 cars out there.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna bring the Split, the blue one, and the Ghia.
Hell yeah!
Ooh, make it tough on folks. Make it tough.
Cool ass event.
We won't be there for the money. I heard there's a cup or a bowl. If
you win it,
guacamole.
Yeah, Rob, Steven, Rodney, those dudes, good dudes, friends of ours, Wheel Hub crew. They put on a hell of an event. That whole place is unbelievable. Like Speedy Bill Smith, from Speedway. That's his, like palace, right? And the hot rod history, the stuff it's mind blowing. It's a cool ass event.
Part of that's got to do. They got to do 160-mile cruise.
Yeah.
Get that thing ready to rock.
That's what we're bringing the blue one for. We're gonna take that blue one on that cruise.
Wrap it green, dude. Nobody will know.
They all got to do the cruise for the cup.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, we better get ready.
Just drive it. It's nothing.
You gotta drive the car.
You gotta get ready, Dennis.
better snug those brake bleeders down, man. Get ready.
Are they going to do a feature on that car in Wheel Hub?
Yeah.
That's going to be a pretty crazy shoot. The detail on that thing.
Yeah. Robert's a good guy. I do like him.
Yeah, you just stand back enough and you get all the detail in one shot. Just
the wide angle lens.
Yeah, just zoom in.
That'd be a good feature.
This, you did the split at Slonaker. You did Triple Crown. You've been doing stuff. And you're making waves. You're coming into this side, the hot rod side of things. What's your takeaway? All 3 of you guys. What's your takeaway being in this side of it now?
Well,
you guys have been building badass cars for a while, but you just kind of been doing them for a customer and doing your thing.
A couple shows and they disappeared.
Yeah.
But we were having a conversation last night, and we'll have it again here. But for me, it's like I've been following Troy Chapania forever, and so every car that I do,
everybody's been following forever. He's old as shit.
That guy's
just fucking.
He's the top, and then you can start talking about the other guy. I mean, there's so many good people in the industry, but it's just been amazing. Going over to his shop for the first time, I never dreamed that I'd be able to step foot in that guy's shop.
Well, Adam's all the talent. Like you obviously met Adam. Sorry,
that guy's an alien for sure.
Right. Yeah, Troy's just the pretty face.
He's a mouth. He's the mouth.
Everybody needs a front man, right?
And meeting them and hanging out with those guys, and him and Adam and the Ring brothers for these guys, and just everybody. Troy from BBT and you guys. It's unbelievable. You can't even describe it. It's like a dream come true for sure.
Yeah. Are you getting
Troy? Old Troy's getting from BBT is getting pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Like Troy's a buddy of ours.
Yeah.
But I see his stuff coming up on Instagram.
Fucking Impala.
And you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck Troy.
He's fucking anal.
It's really cool thinking. I mean, we talk a lot, but I got to give him a lot of credit, man. Yeah. Like just looking at you see the Chevelle's doing like the inner fender stuff and the way the panels are coming together. It's pretty cool. Yep. I mean, and with their mirror stuff, Troy's got a lot of good stuff going.
Oh yeah.
He might not be Troy Light for too much longer.
Troy Medium now.
Yeah.
He's Troy Medium now.
Yeah, that Impala, man,
really good
striking car.
Really good,
beautiful, stunning, love it.
Yeah. That's a whole different animal body working one of them bitches.
Yeah. See, and like listening to that dude, because we'll talk to him, and then I'm like, dude, that Impala is like fucking nuts, dude. It's insane. And then when we were at SEMA, and I was like looking at it, and he's like, hey, don't look too close, But it's like, dude, I'm like everybody knows where their flaws are, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what we're looking for. We're just appreciating all the fucking work that's been done to these cars. It's and for us, it's like, holy shit, dude! how the fuck do you
there?
build this? You know? And then he comes over and then he tells us the same thing, and it's like, what the, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, you know.
Did he show you, when I go look at it, what he shows me to show me how flat the clear is, he shows me the reflection of his abs in the clear. Did he do that?
No. I think he showed everybody his abs at the Roadster Shop party. I think his shirt was off, or it was all the way unbuttoned.
Insert, and I licked it. Please.
You could have a field day with AI on this.
Oh yeah. So I'm making special requests.
No, but that's where, like, you know, at least for me, it's like I start to learn where it's like, you know, like I look up to these guys, or I admire these, you know, this person's work or whatever, and it's like they tell you the same thing, and it's like you don't feel that way because, like, I don't know if I mean, it goes both ways because you grow so numb to the vehicle. Like, you know, the Ghia, it's like, yeah, like I really like what I did. I'm proud of my work, but it's like, you know, it's just
flaws,
I've
right?
been seeing this car for a year straight every day, and it's like, okay, it's like whatever. But and then I go see everybody else's work, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. Yeah. But then when they tell you the same thing, and it's like,
100%.
It's like,
awesome.
They're like,
we're only human.
Yeah. And like for me, like one of the biggest things, like for me, like when Turmoil was done, was when Mike Rain came up to our booth, and he's like, hey, like they told us that I had to come see this bug. And that, like, you know, I've always wanted to talk to him, but I was like, because I've always like looked up to that dude. I'm like, holy shit, like that dude's always built badass shit. I'm like, there's no way like they can top this shit. And then year after year after year, they come up with even better shit. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, like how the fuck do you keep doing this year after year? And like you keep coming up with like different ideas, this and that. And then like you know, for a guy like him, you know, for me, it's like so crazy that he would tell me, he's like, yeah, these cars are nice, but he's like, I can't build what you built. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, look at what you did. Like, look at that car. Like,
we feel that's the same way about those guys, and that, you know,
that's
industry of insecure, really talented.
It's
people.
kind of like bodybuilding, right? That's
yeah. I think I would say we're all definitely the same. Like everybody that builds something, all you do is see the flaws, and I think we all sort of appreciate all those people. It's probably the people that don't see the flaws that are ones that we don't all jive with, you know?
Right.
Because when you build something and you're so fucking proud of it, and you don't, and in your eyes it's perfect, it's probably not.
No.
Like,
yeah. But it's crazy because like you build something, you work day after day, week after week, month after month, and like you work, and then like you like, if you fuck something up, and there's like sometimes like there's like, fuck, man, I can't go back and redo this because then I have to go redo this. Like I have to tear the whole thing apart. Like fucking, like it's gonna set me back 3 months for 2 weeks worth of work, you know. And it's like, fuck, man, like what do I do? But then you're like, all right, I'm gonna like, there's some like a lot of stuff that's minor. You're like, okay, I'm gonna live with it. And then like eventually like 2 weeks, like 2 weeks before, like you'll go back and fix it, where you're like, fuck, I should have just fixed it from the beginning. But sometimes you don't, like, you know, especially if it's like super minor shit, but to you it's something huge. Yeah. You know? And then like when you go to the shows and everything, and everybody's like, oh dude, this car's so, like, all of that goes away. Like all the imperfections, all the flaws, like that you, like that's all you see. Yeah. But everybody else, they don't see that. And it's like, how the fuck do you not see that? And it's like, sometimes it's like a mind fuck, you know? It's like it fucks with you the whole time, but then like nobody ever says anything. Nobody like, I don't know if nobody notices or nobody just,
they probably don't,
don't say nothing, you know?
It's pretty
blown away, a little bit of both.
Because like I said, like what, like Troy from BBT, I told him I would get like close, and I was like, I'm looking at this, looking at that, and then he's like, oh, don't get too close, like don't look too close into it, because I was like, I don't know, maybe there is something there, but like I don't see that, you know? I'm just like admiring, you know, the entire work, like all of the work that's been done to that car, and it's like, holy shit, man, like this is badass, dude, you know?
Well, yeah, to Jeremy's point, like it is a little bit both. It's mostly the fact that we're seeing it, you know, other builders are seeing it for the first time, right? So we're enamored with all the things, right? And you're just looking at all. Nobody's ever looking at, you don't go into it, like you said, of like, let me go judge this thing and pick out how many fucking flaws they've got. No, you're just, the reason you walked up to it is because it caught you, right? And you liked it. So you're going to walk up to it and look at it. So you're looking at things. If by happenstance you do come across something that you're like, ooh, that doesn't line up, nobody's, at least I wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. Most of the people we hang out with wouldn't. You're not going to go up and be like, hey, dude, I caught that little edge right there. It looks like that thing's not lining up.
I fucking
like,
hate that.
Who the fuck's going to say that, right?
We all have friends that do that.
It depends. Like if it was,
yeah.
I think if Jesse brought a car out, I'd probably tell him.
Yeah, because you guys are friends, right?
Shut up.
Just because he wins so much, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
But I mean, like, I've never been like that. Like, I hate, I'm not a big fan of that. Like, people that go to, like, just find flaws on cars. Because, first of all, you don't know how hard somebody worked to get that car to where it's been.
Right.
You know, you don't know how much money, like, not even the money, you don't know how much time and sweat and tears that they spent on that car. Maybe that's the best that they could do.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, you should never, like, judge
No, but you almost
go and pick and, like, I get it, you know, like, for, like, big competitions, like high end, like, competitions like this, like,
that's what you signed up for.
Those judges, that's what you signed up for. So go, like, they're the ones that are, you know, with the scrutiny, like, okay, you know, this is where you fucked up. I'm like, okay, so now I know, like, if you tell me, now I know where to improve, you know.
Yep.
And, like, that's, like, when I tell these guys, like, I tell these guys all the time, like, hey, if I fuck something up, let me know, because if you don't tell me, then I'm gonna keep making the same mistakes over and over again, because nobody's said, hey, this is how you know, you probably shouldn't do this like this,
right?
Because
you're pushing for
because if you think that you're not doing anything wrong, you're gonna keep doing it, you know. But if you sit there, you be like, hey, how about, like, that's not right, let's do it like this, see if we can make this better. And then now, you know, you're like, okay, that's fucked up, let's fix this. You just got to have the attitude where you're willing to, you know, accept that. You got to the criticism. It's right. It's you got to be accepting of that. It's how you build a good car. You know,
at least give it to the next day and then be accepting. You can be pissed off about it in the moment, but then think about it that night, and then be like, yeah, you know what, you're right. That is kind of fucked up. I need to fix that.
Oh yeah.
You know? You mentioned the party. Y'all were at the Roadster Shop party.
Oh, hold on for a second. Hold on. When we leave here, you got to give me an opportunity so I can get some tickets for these guys.
Okay.
Because these motherfuckers sneak into your party every fucking year. No, bullshit.
You got to start at, you got
as long as they get in.
They get one ticket from somebody.
Shut the fuck up.
You can.
Sounds like we don't need to do anything.
These fucking guys have been sneaking in for the last 5 years.
Sounds like they got it handled.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
They're like, all we need is one ticket, and they got 4 buddies, and they're like, they're getting in. So yeah,
don't tell these guys.
we helped Mikey get that Scout 3 done last year, and he got done. I'm like, Mikey, can you please just get us some tickets, 2 tickets for these guys, so they're not sneaking into this fucking party again. So
that was I probably gave him to him. He might be such a good dude.
Yeah, he is a good dude. He is. He hooked them up last year, but we got to get these guys some tickets and get them legit.
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
It's like we take turns doing illicit stuff to get in there.
Well, it's just pay attention.
I'm getting really good at rock, paper, scissors. You know?
Just pay attention to social media. They'll be going up for sale again.
It is. And, it's funny, some of the comments and some of the arguments for people that didn't get tickets. You know.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, we do a pretty good job, I think, of putting it out there as far as when they're available.
There was 3 weeks worth of time to get tickets last year. 3 whole weeks. It did. I mean, the first time it did sell, it sold out in an hour or something like that. But then hey, we put them out again, you know, and you got a couple of days, and then you put them out again, and but
you just got to be on it.
Just got to be on it. And reach out. Just say, hey,
we're not on it.
Just say, hey, man,
we wouldn't be either if we were trying to get tickets.
Yeah, we're not on it.
We'd be like you guys, like the day of.
I'm on it the day of. Like, the party's today. Oh,
it's today. All right, we just need one pass.
How we can get in.
Josh did say the leg was.
Yeah. And I also said, put me on that chair.
Make sure you don't cut that out. You leave it on there.
We actually did have a little bit of an argument over that, me and Josh, leading up, because Josh is very structured and very organized. I just roll, you know, and
Same.
Josh couldn't understand why I felt we needed an extra surplus of wristbands, like at the actual party. He's like, we've put it. I'm like, dude, it's the hot rod industry. Like, nobody plans for shit, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have at least 30 like key customers that like
need tickets.
that are like, oh, dude, I didn't even know you guys were having a party, and it can be difficult.
See,
to
there you
plan.
go.
We're sort of
there's always the extras. It's not that's not the problem.
Yeah, we're sort of improving.
I know it's kind of fun sneaking in. Though.
Yeah, it's just I'll tell you what you can't. You cannot sneak in if you're underage. They are really good at that.
Yeah, they are.
There's been a few customers have had some of their kids and stuff.
Oh, really?
Teenage kid, 18, 19, 20. They lock that down, man.
Well, it's the event and the liquor license is tied to the gambling license.
Yep.
Oh. So
they're not having it.
They're not going to let one kid in, no matter how important they are, because
That's
of
a $1 billion mistake.
Yeah,
And I've had some people ask too. I'm like, dude, I'm not. We're not.
Nope.
You don't understand how important. He's like, yeah, fuck you. We got the gambling license. That's what makes our money. So who cares?
His 21st birthday is when? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Come back 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Also, don't bring if you're a staffer, don't bring your wife because
Stupid.
He was the one.
Stafford.
Yes.
We didn't really go into much detail on that.
We did the podcast last week.
She told us not to really talk about it a lot.
So we can't now that they're is this an opportunity to go back and revisit that?
I mean, we can. Absolutely. Why not? It's already been done.
I forget but there's a lot that goes on those nights, and you catch like little bits and pieces. And somebody was extracted.
Yeah, she got kicked out. I think 2 years ago at the old
the one with the Aria.
One with the Aria.
Yeah,
and it was something that was to do with like a bathroom attendant or something like that. I think they were cleaning a bathroom, and then maybe she just went and used the bathroom, and they didn't like it, and then there was some words exchanged. It really wasn't anything on her fault.
Yeah.
So much.
They don't let you do drugs in those bathrooms.
I don't think so. I think there's signs. Yeah, there's signs up.
Yeah,
for
there's
that
signs
too.
in every stall that says we will kick you out if you're doing drugs.
They also, Josh can tell you the stories about what happens to if you pass out in a Vegas bathroom. They don't like that either.
No, they give you significantly longer time than you would think they'd give you, but sooner or later, once the time limit is up.
I figured it'd be more comfortable to pass out in a booth than the bathroom.
No, they don't like that. Well, now where was it? We were at the hotel in Florida. That Scott's old man passed out. Well, fell asleep.
Oh yeah,
and they weren't having that either.
No, they weren't.
Scott's like, dude, I'm having a fucking wedding here. He could sleep on the bar.
Yeah, he wants to.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But yeah, people don't like. Yeah, there's something about
you could always tell.
Places.
You could always tell it's even like the people that didn't take their Vegas nap. Like after the show, you go back to the room, take a nap, then you're like, all right, where are we going out?
I know we keep thinking. People keep. Everybody's got their own idea of what time the party should start.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. I don't know.
Do you think it should move earlier?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Just go later.
I think it should just go on even later.
Yeah, just go on even later.
Yeah.
No earlier.
Ring Brothers are the ones pushing for like a 4:30 start.
They were doing fine. I think that this year, this last year at the new venue with a little bit of fresh air and just the vibe and everything went. I don't think anybody was complaining about how late it was at the end of the night.
I'm surprised that nobody took a dip in that pool.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
We're
big
done.
shout out to the whole industry.
Yeah.
It's been said like 15 times
I
now.
think we're all getting way more mature. The first year we did this, that was at the time it was called
Kiss of Death.
The
It's fucking
SLS.
over.
And it was the same setup, just in a much smaller venue. It was around a pool, and I'm like, dude, somebody's going in this motherfucking pool. Like I know our people, our community.
Oh yeah.
Somebody went in the pool.
Okay, first year somebody went in the pool.
Somebody went in the pool.
Really?
This year we were a little concerned about it, and we had them tighten it up a bit so it didn't go all the way out. But nobody went in the pool, so everybody's.
Maybe a lot of people didn't know there was a pool there. That's
Probably.
Well, you could get out there around.
Well, tickets to be handled. Next, you're in the know now.
You guys get a VIP.
I got the no. Yeah,
You just gotta
just two.
when you see the you got a whole crew of guys, right?
I'm like the Ring Brothers. I'm in bed by 6, so
Feels good. dude.
Not that night. They're not.
I'll tell you, when you do that in Vegas, though, that's a wise decision. There's there's usually 1 or 2 nights we're there for like 10 days. That you turn in early, and
It's something to be seen. I mean, these guys know that especially this last year, when you've got Alan and Angie Johnson, you've got Bobby and Cindy Alloway, you've got Troy, and you got them, and it's been done. Like the party's been over. been over for a while, and they're up on the tables dancing, and it just keeps going. It's it's a very unique thing of the industry where you can have that many, high-end builders, manufacturers, basically the who's who, and it's just like letting it go, having fun, because nobody's competing against anybody for anything. It's just like, and hey, we've all kicked ass this whole week, Yeah, we got to go to the show tomorrow, but it's Friday. Let's face it, it's not the same.
Gonna get a late start.
Almost, I'll let people use their imagination, but if you know anything about the Olympics, there's a lot of pressure going into it, and they have a certain issue once you get to the Olympics. All the athletes.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the same issue.
But like it's everybody get going. Everybody's under a lot of pressure. Everybody's fucking working their ass off, and it's like you're under so much pressure and stress constantly that. It's finally
prior to SEMA.
Yeah, prior to SEMA, right up to that point. Because we're right at the tail end, and it's like finally you can sort of let loose.
I tell you, this is somebody, while I'm thinking about it, and we have the opportunity to. I know you did a good job of thanking all the staff at the party from the Roadshow Shop staff that helped put everything on.
I forgot Chris and Elia.
You forgot Chris and Elia, but that's fine. They did. It's all handled. I don't know if we've given enough credit to the sales staff that does that amount of work during the day, then that amount of work for the setup, and then parties, but then supposedly, I guess we need to be there the next morning to see if anybody shows up, but supposedly they're there the next Friday morning working the booth. And
we definitely need to give Will props for his ability to lay down flooring.
No.
Right?
No, we don't need to give Will any props for any ability to lay down flooring. We found what Will can't do.
Yeah.
That's lay down flooring.
What could Will do?
Will can do a lot of things, just not lay down flooring. we had a new booth this year, right? And we had a new flooring to put down. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like a big deal. But then when you start laying out the space, you're like, holy shit, this is big, right?
Yeah,
the first row,
you guys, and it was big.
I don't think anybody was looking at the flooring when the unveiling.
Right. But the flooring had to be put down still, right?
Yeah.
So
as we're first row, it's snapping together. We're like, man, this thing's going quick. We're gonna be done in no time. Like 6 hours later, we're still going.
Yeah, it was a 10-man crew, 6 hours long, and then we had so many. We had the guys from Adams Brothers. Adams Customs. You had so many people come and be like. Helping.
Terry Rose and his
Terry Rose and
some
stuff.
Random people just showed up.
You should have just hired some professionals.
But everybody, even guys walking in off the street, just hey, I'll help put some floor down. Somehow managed to snap some flooring together. However, Will,
that's an interesting take on it,
right? Will,
oh.
Will's a great sales guy that works for us, and he's there. And he was there from the first click, right? The very first click of tile that needed to go down, he was there. And for some reason, he had always grabbed a bad tile, right? And it was funny because we're laughing. We're going through, and we had a system, right? You'd lay tiles out, and you'd combine, and you'd snap them down, right? And they're just click together stuff. And Will was like, "Oh, this is a bad one. Oh, this one's bad too. Oh, yeah, and this one's no good. Yeah, this one's not going to work." It's like, what do you mean they're not going to work? What are you doing? And it's like the snapping together is like breaking the tabs. And you can have a guy that just worked, two brothers that just built 2 vehicles that's worked for 2 weeks. They come together and they don't even ask anything. They just grab things and start clicking together. I'm like, is it the bad tiles or is it Will? I just don't think that you can handle.
Not qualified.
Ooh, yeah, here's another bad one. They're not bad. It's bad now. You broke it. You broke it.
Was it bad before you grabbed it, or was it?
Yeah, it was bad after.
It's bad now. Where are we going next? Okay, talked about Wheel Hub. We talked about this industry. What is your takeaway now coming into more of this industry? We've talked about it on the hot rod shop side. What's a car that you would like to build that you haven't done yet?
It's probably some just mini American car. We want to
something.
Yeah,
the Amber.
Yeah, an Amber.
Oh,
yeah. We want to do an Amber car, something a Model A, something something kind of small. But,
something to challenge us a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever do a Volkswagen to this level again. I mean,
I feel like a Model A is very applicable to this because look at like when you glance at this picture, you could quickly glance at that. Proportions are Model A.
Same.
A lot of the sort of ideology, the style could very much be applied to. I'm a Model A fan. I love Model A's.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see you guys do one.
Yeah. You know, the one Andy did a couple years back was that blue one.
Yeah. A lot of the, kind of crazy machine parts. That thing was cool.
Oh, yeah.
How does this do at Volkswagen shows?
We don't take them there. Nope. Nah, they're kind of frowned upon, to be honest with you.
It's just not
really
too far out there.
Well, Volkswagen people are very
cheap and they're narrow-minded, right?
I'll leave it at that.
And so they look at that car and they're like, oh, you could do whatever. If we had that kind of money, we could do that. But no, you couldn't. It's
right.
It's not just the money.
Yep.
No.
You gotta have everybody.
It takes the money, but the money's not what did it, right? Like
no.
Yeah.
The passion, the heart, and the ideas, and not stopping, and
not stopping is a big thing.
Not stopping.
Do you guys hear any of that? Like along the way, is it just like it? We talked about this on one of the recent podcasts about people just making sort of snide comments about things. Do you ever encounter that? Just the like the must be nice sort of attitude,
or
like
must
all the time.
I
think it's pretty cool that like to come into this like world with like something foreign, And I'm not just saying something like a foreign car. I'm just saying like something completely different.
Yeah,
right.
Out of the box.
Because like, and like at this point, like we've done cars that for Volkswagen shows for people that are into like Volkswagen enthusiasts, but it's like like I said, those are special people. Like those are their own entity. But to come in here and bring our style into this world, and to be accepted like this, and it's like holy shit, dude! Like
it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been like crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And like
the work kind of speaks for itself.
Right.
Yeah.
And
because
I watched one of the earlier podcasts, and what was it? I think it was the Ron Jones one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And he's like, oh, it was nice to see a Volkswagen win it for one.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then talking to everybody, I didn't know that there was this many people that were into Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Like the hot rod people.
Sort of secretly into them.
Yeah. exactly.
If you're a hot rodder, you've got to like
kinda.
you sort of like I dig the shit out of bugs.
Yeah.
I want one. I'd love to have one. I'd love to have a badass hammered bug. I'd love to see my wife bombing around town in one.
I want a notchback.
Yeah,
for my wife.
They're cool.
Yeah, notchbacks are cool.
It's a little. It's like the first
me,
hot rod.
Yeah, and like for me, I was never into like Volkswagens. Like,
what are you into, Jesus?
Yeah, what are you into, dude?
So like me, like growing up, I always had like for me it was like C10s. Like I was always been a truck guy, and then like I was always in Fieros too. Like,
no shit. Yeah. You ever sit in one? Huh? You ever sit in one?
I've ever sit in one.
Yeah.
He's been talking about this Fiero for probably 5 years, and the whole time I thought he was joking.
Dude,
he showed me the picture for the first time last night.
Oh, yeah, I'm a fucking Fiero guy.
Are you serious?
No, dude. So like,
I'm not a Fiero enthusiast. I would buy a Fiero with a 5-speed to just bomb around town.
Okay, so
Dude, don't.
Do it.
No, I mean like. I got some.
It's like a mini supercar.
So 2 weeks you'd be at Crossroads.
He convinced me with a supercar.
I've gotten convinced.
Are you gonna? Are you? Is it like
you've had one?
He's had one for.
He's had a few.
I thought he
has
was
some now.
kidding the entire time. I thought he was bullshitting, and we would laugh because I thought he was joking. He's been serious the whole time.
V8 swapping them and.
Fuck, man.
Where does the windshield hit you? Like here?
It's modified, dude. It's like right
I did not see that coming.
I wouldn't.
It wasn't on my bingo card. I
wouldn't
promise
guess
you.
that on first car.
Do we have another 3 hours?
If it's about Fieros, no.
No.
God damn it, dude.
Start wrapping it up.
Dude, I'm your support group here on the Fiero. I got you, dude.
So we'll make our own. We'll make a separate podcast.
I got you.
No, but yeah, like
please,
you know, I got something. I got something in the works for sure. It's like, you know, and it's along those lines, and it's like, you know, and this is how it gets treated. You know, like you know, this is the reaction when you tell people something about a fucking Fiero. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you know, it's like,
What do you? I mean, honestly. Laugh all you want about a Fiero. Fiero's maybe sort of got a reputation.
Here we go.
You can modify a fucking Fiero.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like Ring Brothers do a Fiero.
Oh fuck.
Are you fucking laughing? Are you laughing?
If you were to
There
build
you go.
one like
Are you
that,
laughing?
Yeah, yeah, you could build anything.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well, no, not anything. But
Anything you could build.
so it's funny you say that because
it has. There's enough good going for it.
Yeah.
I talked to Mike Ring about it.
Yeah.
So I told him about it, and he was like, oh yeah, dude, like what the fuck? He's like, you know, he was like all like excited for me, and I was like, man, this is fucking cool. Like this is like, you know, it's crazy. So I told him like, I want to build a fucking, you know how they build that
Aston Martin.
That Aston Martin.
Yep.
Like it's like along those lines where.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't think Pontiac would have shit to say about it. I don't think they would care.
Well, you know, well, obviously not at this point because it doesn't even exist.
Yeah,
you know?
you're an idiot.
But it's like
you would have the same troubles.
I told him that, you know, and he was like, he didn't like shut me down or like joke about it like anybody else.
He wasn't
would, you know?
hurt. He wasn't an asshole like Josh.
It's a completely different conversation if you're like, hey, I've got an idea to build a wild and crazy Fiero than it is that I'm just really into Fieros, right? That's completely different. They're two completely different conversations, right? Because we can have the conversation like, man, let's find some weirdo cars to push the envelope, and if we had that customer to build some crazy shit, dude, I'm down. Let's talk about this shit. I've wanted to do here. You want to hear a crazy one? I wanted to do a Marlin, AMC Marlin, right?
Oh, yeah.
Rear engine, you know, like crazy Hemi under glass kind of style, but in the backside, do a crazy.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah,
that car fucking sucks.
Dude,
you could build something.
You've heard about it, right?
You could build something wild.
This is the first time he's saying this is like a safe space now.
This is our trust tree.
But
I put T-tops
the
on
point,
it.
my point to that
Airbrush
is
a Marlin on the side, make it look like a Marlin.
a crazy concept for a weirdo
fisherman
car.
special.
For a weirdo car is a conversation that's very different than says, you know what? I tell you what, I'm always been into those AMC Marlins.
Yeah.
That's a car.
Dude,
I'm an enthusiast.
You made a great point there.
Right?
I
It's
agree with you.
There's weirdo stuff you can come up with.
Yeah.
You prefaced it with like, I've always been into Fieros. And I'm gonna have to say, you haven't. You haven't been into many Fieros. Now you have got a great idea to build a Fiero. Now let's talk about cool shit like that. But you're not a Fiero enthusiast, please.
Yeah, he said he's had multiple Fieros.
In preparation for this big build, please,
I thought
let's
he
just
was
leave it at
joking
that.
Up until the point of last night, Troy from BBT texted me this clean Fiero like 3 weeks ago, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Troy texted you that because he's been wanting like a 308.
Well, because he's been talking, and then I find out he's been
That's the
talking
same.
to Troy.
A 348 and a Fiero.
You can turn the Fiero into
Yeah.
Yes.
or a Countach or a F40 or
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
that's where I went when you were modifying a Fiero.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I want to build this car. Like I said, and I told Mike about it. Mike Ring. I told him, I was like, hey, when this car comes out, I want people to say, like, because they're not gonna know who the fuck I am. You know, I'm just like, I built Volkswagens with these guys, dude. Like, who the fuck are we? You know.
You come out with a Fiero, people are going to know who you are. In short time.
Dude, we came out with
short time.
We came out with a Karmann Ghia and a Bug, and people know who we are now. But like, dude, to fucking
what's the engine? What's the power plant?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a GM power plant. But the thing is, like, my point with this car is, you know, I've always believed that this car was ahead of its time.
Oh, it was.
You know,
Well, it definitely
but
was.
listen.
I would probably just shut up at this point.
No,
I'm with you.
Let him talk, dude. Let him talk.
Yeah, you gotta. You gotta shut it all out.
He's in quicksand.
You gotta shut him up, Jesus.
What do you think? Hey, what do you
Fuck
think?
it, dude. Fuck it. Like I always believed that
What do you
this
think
car.
people were telling Steve Jobs when he was talking about this?
Right.
He's like, it's everything is gonna be on it.
Yeah, that
I'm
tracks.
like, you're crazy.
Yeah, same.
So like, I always believed that this car was the ultimate American sports car. Like, like who the fuck, like, dude? Like, this car. Okay.
If we're just gonna say things,
Okay. All right. Then tell me another.
I've always thought I could fly, and I've just. I mean,
Put a parachute on. I'm sure you could.
The outlandish statements.
Tell me another American car that's ever like another mid-engine car. What like?
Just the Pantera, but it's not fully American.
Vega.
Right. A what?
A Vega.
Chevy Vega, dude. Like everybody shit on that car too.
Yeah, that's for a reason.
A Corvair
There you go.
Well, hey, that's
for stylistic wise.
The Corvair is a beautiful car.
Exactly.
Like mechanically, not real good, but yeah.
But-
some guys doing some cool shit with them right now.
Yeah.
Classic Car Studios doing a wild Corvair. I talked to the customer from that owns the Corvair. A very similar deal. Like Classic Car Studios building a really badass Corvair.
Yeah.
You know what?
Very similar deal. Like
Okay, so see,
You know what? Feel
that
you know.
guy's just like do it.
This is how strong I feel about a Fiero.
I'm glad we're
not-
getting to it because I don't think we've touched this right.
You 100%. I'm with you. I swear. Being serious. A Fiero would be an amazing, wild platform to build a crazy vehicle out of if you were just going to go balls to the wall.
Right.
However, it's not the fact that it's like everybody's overlooked it, right? And it's the American. Just say it's a weirdo car that could be really, really cool. Because the Fiero, if you see a stock
Just
Fiero,
say that.
You
The
got
name
some-
sounds
if you
cool.
saw, if you see
The name sounds cool.
no, it's made after fire. It caught on fire.
Okay.
Magnesium block caught on fire. Fiero.
Is that?
it's not a magnesium block.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure
No, Fieros wish they had a magnesium block.
they cut.
The original engine that was in it was called the Iron Duke because it was made of iron.
Yeah, why would, yeah.
Here we go.
You're talking
There's
about
something-
enthusiasts.
Fact checking right now. Look,
Josh was thrown off when he said ultimate
Hey.
American sports car.
I bet you guys had no idea
Low
that
oil
this was
level.
gonna go here.
But okay,
That's
so
the
like
beauty of the
to
podcast.
get back to my point, the thing is like I want to build this car. They killed this car off for the wrong reasons, you know.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I
nobody was
want to
buying
build this
it.
car. I want to build this car to. I want to
Not
show
magnesium.
like I want to make it to what the potential of what this car could have been, you know.
Yep.
And when I build this car, I want people to say like I said, people don't know who I am, and I want people to say when they see this car, they'll be like, "What the fuck did the Ring brothers build this car?" I want it to be like to that caliber.
Here's
like,
my
to
offer.
like how they built that
I'm with you.
Aston Martin.
I'm with you 100%, and here's my offer. We opened this podcast with him talking about painting cars and how he did it for the cost of materials. And he did it to put the fucking work in. Well, it takes the customer to identify that talent. I'm your customer. I'm the guy that's identifying that you're passionate about Fieros and you have the talent. Now let's build one for just sheer cost
Of materials.
And I will fund it at cost.
get the fuck out of here.
And we're talking like, dude, you're gonna build it on a pure passion, labor free, right? Just because you love the Fiero, you're doing this for the passion of the Fiero, and we're gonna create the
That's
car.
the ultimate question right there, dude.
Yeah.
So like,
I
dude,
think it's a done deal. Shake.
materials,
I think you should
motors,
shake on it.
Motors,
Shake on it.
Wagner will probably do the motor. We'll talk to
Paying for
Casey.
materials
We'll
is a
talk to
big
Casey.
fucking deal.
Yeah.
And then we'll build this fucking
Shake on it. Shake on it right here.
Let's fucking do it, man.
You better shake on it right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Dude.
Fucking license plate says I licked it.
Well, fuck it, dude. We'll fucking put it on there. Liquor license.
You just lost an employee.
You guys gotta lick it, and then you guys gotta lick it.
Where I was going with that, I was
my
going to finish it up again. Where I 100%. I think this is going to be. I'm like literally can't handle the excitement of what this build's going to be.
That's what Pontiac was all about. We build excitement, right?
Great tie-in.
Touche. When I see a picture of a stock Fiero, right? If I see that standard, like that red with the gray on the bottom of it, Pontiac, magazine logo, magazine ad, I see that, it looks like Murray Pfaff's rendition of a third-gen Camaro. It's like Murray Pfaff's take on a third-gen Camaro.
We're throwing daggers.
Is where he got to... Tell me about it. Look at the front of a Fiero.
Okay.
And
look, Firebird, more the Firebird.
Firebird. Right, Firebird. Yeah. Sorry, third-gen.
Do me a
Shortened
favor.
it.
Is it... You're enthusiastic. Is it a GTS? Was that the high-end one?
The GT.
GT. Look up the white, like a white GT. Dude, I'm telling you. Tell me you wouldn't... If you found
look at that shit.
That's your car right now, dude.
If you found a clean...
He's got an Indy 500 car.
All right, a clean...
Well, that's a formula. Yeah. Go to the fastback.
This car...
the one in the corner on the left.
This car pops up...
One right there.
This car pops up cheap, no reserve, bring a trailer.
Yep.
$2,500. You're like, everybody's sleeping on it. Low mileage, 5-speed... You're not
the one choice said he was low mileage.
Okay, you don't think that would be fun to bomb around in?
Not as fun as a probe.
It performs a probe, dude.
You're crazy.
No,
probes were world renowned for their handling. Everybody knows that. Look it up.
Yeah, look what happened to yours.
I think this guy's discredited. He's giving me shit for
look at that.
Fiero.
Look at that.
And he's over here talking about fucking probes.
I know. Dude, you're honest. You're making yourself sound stupid right now.
Fiero or MR2, Josh?
No, the Fiero destroys the MR2. The Fiero
MR2 was a higher performing vehicle. However, it also was a little more.
Maybe more in your wheelhouse.
The MR2 also came out after the Fiero.
That's all those.
The Fiero's the one.
Clear knockoff.
Exactly.
Here, Google
Del Sol.
The Del Sol.
MR2.
The green
Fiero.
The green Del
all for
Sol.
chicks. All chick cars.
No, chicks didn't drive the Fiero. Chicks did not drive the Fiero.
They didn't know how to drive stick.
They sat passenger.
They don't. Yeah.
Dudes that want to be chicks do.
We've experienced that.
Yes,
we've experienced that. Google F40 LS3 Fiero swap. So the F40 is the G8, the transverse gearbox. So you can 6-speed swap these with an LS.
Oh, look, there's one on Street.
And dude, it is a great fucking package.
You know what's shitty right now? Fieros are about to fucking skyrocket in price.
After
this podcast,
they're gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, I would advise it. Buy them up.
Yeah, buy them up right now
while you can.
Hey, and if we're gonna do this, and you build a chassis for the Fiero,
look at the drivetrain. Look at that. Look at how compact that trans is.
It doesn't matter. Look at the outside of the vehicle.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
There's nothing even kind of like.
No.
Yeah,
I agree.
That you're gonna have to chop the whole thing up.
I thought
you have to chop every car up, no matter what.
I can't believe this is where we went.
I know. That's what I'm telling you.
Fucking Fiero.
It's no, dude. And here's the thing: is like, dude, like I've been coming up with so many ideas for this fucking car, and then we just came back from Rad Rides, and he's building a third-gen Camaro.
It looks like a Fiero.
And I'm like, exactly.
Can we let that out? I don't think we can let that out of the bag,
dude. And I was like geeking out, and I was like, holy fuck, dude! Like, imagine if I applied all this shit on the fucking Fiero.
Yeah, imagine. Just
fucking hater. Huh?
Hey, I'm with him. Oh my god,
2 D1 haters right here, man.
You got to block out the noise. If you guys would have told somebody from the get-go, and you guys, I'm sure, have experienced
Look at that right there.
It's gross.
When you went out and you're like, "Hey, we're going to build a Karmann Ghia and win the Sloaner," and people are like, "You're okay, yeah, okay,
exactly."
Okay, so you're saying this is gross? So like, this was the American Ferrari, and what they were saying about the Karmann Ghia was like, listen. The Karmann Ghia was a poor man's Porsche. This is a fucking American Ferrari, dude.
I think I did read an article that said exactly that. Yeah. That's why I think didn't Ferrari make Pontiac stop building them?
Just if you look to the left, there's a couple American Ferraris.
Well, look at the one on the far left. Okay, now the one on the right there, that's pretty badass right there.
Okay.
There we go.
So who do you hold to a higher
But you know what would even be better than that?
Ferrari or Ferdinand Porsche?
A Beretta. Build a Beretta.
I don't know, dude.
Now you got something. Build a Beretta.
That's a tough one to answer.
Yeah, who do you hold up to a higher standard? Ferdinand Porsche or Enzo Ferrari?
I don't know. It's
There's never who has anything to do with Fiero in that statement.
or like Dan Pontiac. Honestly, who is behind the Pontiac name?
Fiero.
Does anybody know?
Who builds who builds more excitement, man?
Josh Mishler's gonna love Dan Pontiac. No, but the Fiero wasn't the Fiero.
Who is behind Pontiac and drove the Fiero? The design of the Fiero.
Wasn't the Fiero a DeLorean?
No,
DeLorean was long gone before that. He was locked the fuck up.
There's somebody.
The DeLorean didn't have nearly enough room to cram it full of cocaine. For John DeLorean.
What are you typing in?
Who designed
Fiero?
His name was Holkey.
Designed
What?
Holkey.
What's his name?
Holkey.
He knows it.
Right there, see? Holkey.
Seems American.
He is an enthusiast.
I told you this.
This is not good. This is not good. We have lost all credibility now. It's gone.
See, that was the problem. That was where I was trying to get to the beginning. If he would have just said, "I got this crazy idea to build it," he's truly into him.
He's into him.
Big time.
I thought he was kidding the whole I've been around him for 10 years. I thought he was joking.
I've known this guy for a very long time. And when I met him, he had a Fiero. And I knew
two.
I never knew.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Holy shit.
The P car, Project Pegasus.
I had one for the weekdays for work, and then I had one for the weekend.
going out, taking the lady out.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
It's
Hey,
300 and something episodes.
I'll tell you one thing. I parked it at the Scottsdale Ferrari.
Leave the keys in it with the windows down. I promise you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Well, yeah, it's Scottsdale. Who's gonna steal anything?
Yeah,
it's a Fiero.
It's not South Phoenix.
But nobody knew the difference between the Fiero and the Ferrari.
What makes you say that?
Because I had motherfuckers making me offers.
You know what? You sold me. I'm here.
I got the pictures to prove.
Seriously, who's behind the Pontiac brand?
The Pontiac brand doesn't exist anymore.
No, but who was the driving force? Who created the Pontiac brand? Did it ever exist independently outside of General Motors?
No, it was always a subset of that. Well, maybe way back in the day.
No,
we should know that.
Well, we're about to find out. Pontiac brand.
GM was behind it in 26 on its Oakland Z.
It did, and then it came on along with Buick and.
That was just a subsidiary of General Motors.
Oldsmobile.
Just Shannon, look at her.
Well, if you're Googling that, there's some good designers. There's some good Pontiac cars.
Well,
that's your boy, dude. Fucking Reynolds with the Trans Am. Pontiac made him.
You know what, Pontiac?
Yeah, right there. John DeLorean, influential GM leader who directed development of iconic Pontiac performance models.
John DeLorean was.
He didn't start Pontiac.
No. But
he was influential.
The Firebirds and some of the performance Pontiac stuff.
Yeah, that I knew.
Back in the GTO, right? DeLorean was for the GTO.
The GTO. There was Jim Wangers was a part of the GTO. Interesting, his name doesn't come up, but all right. Moving on past the Fiero. Let's just leave it at
I ain't leaving it at nothing. Y'all shook on a fucking build. So
Hey, you guys shook on a build.
You guys shook.
yeah,
Look,
you're out.
Yeah.
You're out $3,600.
And a chassis.
Easy.
Hey, that's just a deposit.
No shit, huh?
That's what's that get you? A mint like 12-mile one owner.
Fuck.
they go for a few bucks. They do pop.
Few.
Literally.
No, seriously.
I think the one Troy sent me was like 5,500.
No joke. Go on Bring a Trailer right
Damn.
now and look it up, because some like clean example, they'll go in the upper 20s.
20s?
Do you think folks on Bring a Trailer are confusing them for Ferraris too?
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus,
I bet you'll find him.
Well,
I bet you'll find him commenting.
Do it real quick. Go to Bring a Trailer.
Most
How
people
much-
on Bring
hey,
a
Jesus.
Trailer are delusional.
How much is your Fiero, Jesus?
It's priceless.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, it is.
That is the right answer.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I have followed a few of them on there, and look them up, because they there's a few good examples, low mileage survivor
Porsches.
type,
We gotta go
survivor
Fieros.
type units.
Look for an Indy Fiero.
Oh.
See what
Dude,
mine-
look at the chart. Look at the rise of the chart.
Yeah, there's one at
see what mine's
35,000.
No, keep these are. I mean,
It's
there's-
average.
these are
right
project
about
cars. These are
10 to
project
15.
cars.
$8,200.
These are project cars.
$8,200?
It's 24,000 miles.
That's an Indy pace car too.
Yeah, for
Brand new car,
$6,600.
Dude, it's a 4-speed car.
Yeah, it's in Canada. Though.
Look, this one is a Ferrari.
That's where the confusion comes in.
Well, now I can get behind it. I didn't know they made those.
Dude, stop it. Just find it. All I'm asking, this was an honest quote. Just find a clean example.
There's 10,000 miles, 13.4.
Just click on one of the higher go up in the chart. Click on the one that was 60 grand. See what
Yeah,
that's
dude.
all about.
Don't try to fuck us, man.
All right, 32 G's.
See?
417 miles.
417 miles?
Looks like a Smurf.
See that? Right. You know they're reliable if it goes for 417 miles.
Even the dude that bought it brand new was like, "Yeah, fuck it. No, I can't do this
He got
anymore.
double his money.
I'll put it in the garage."
Let's see what 60 G's gets you.
A custom one.
That's a Diablo.
Well, this
Diablo
sort of,
conversion.
oh my god! I've never seen anybody. I've seen.
I feel
Sold
like
for 60,000.
that looks like it's in the neighborhood.
That's all for
behind our
60
shop.
grand?
It's sold for 60.
It's in
North Aurora, right?
fuck outta here.
It's right in our backyard.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
We are
it's still
hitting
a
on
fucking
all
Fiero.
cylinders.
It's sold for $60,000.
That just
Yeah.
that's just a hint. It was
From
Too many.
84 to
6
88.
years. Not a long time.
There's a
4 years.
Countach. There's a couple of Countachs,
Yeah, those are going for just as much as a low mileage one.
if not more.
17.
Countach style. Now,
There's a 3900 25.5.
let me
See,
ask
that's
you a
what I'm
question.
talking
A
about.
serious question.
Yeah,
I'm going
go
to be
ahead.
dead serious.
I'll shoot you straight.
I'm with you on a crazy build. Could be cool.
He's going
I've
to do
also,
it. He shook on it.
I know. This, just
Right, it's happening.
follow my train of thought.
Okay.
You're going to get lost.
You have said that this was a well-renowned mid-engine American performance car, touted across the lands of its performance prowess.
Thank you.
You've talked about it's a well-handling. You even made the statement that it outhandled the Probe, right?
Yeah, that was more of I think that was just a hurtful comment towards you, because I know you like.
So,
I don't know that there's any. I don't have anything to back that comment up.
Okay.
I'll clarify
however,
that.
if it's a fairly decent mid '80s General Motors performance vehicle that everyone's like, oh man, that thing could be really cool.
yeah,
I see where you're going.
Would it not be also just as cool or cooler to have a Countach bodied Fiero? And if I were to purchase that, you could not give me shit about it. Because I've got the best of all worlds. I've got a Countach body on the performance of a Pontiac Fiero.
dude, you got a fake Countach.
I've got a different direction for you. This is where I thought you were going.
Okay.
Yeah, but you actually have a really good Countach because it's on a Fiero
Well, yeah,
platform, dude.
So you can't give me shit.
yeah.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
I can get a Countach.
Yes, I like
Okay.
his thinking. That was good thinking.
I was just wondering how many Countaches, F40s, Testarossas, Diablos
Did
have
Fiero
been turned
swaps?
into Fieros.
Yeah, none.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 100% none.
Hey, those people didn't do it for the price wise. They did it for the performance.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they started with a performance platform.
They're like, I've driven a real Countach, and it just didn't handle as well as a Fiero one.
We've figured out.
I've driven a real F40, and it just doesn't handle as well as a
somewhere
Fiero
around here.
Oh, damn it! You're right. You're right, because you can go buy a Diablo.
Yeah, anybody can buy a Diablo.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
But imagine buying a Diablo on a Fiero chassis.
That you could just
on a Fiero.
pile the miles on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Like,
maintenance free miles.
Yeah, exactly. And say the thing has only 30,000 miles. You're like, holy shit! I still got another 200,000 miles.
I thought that this was going to be all for naught. Turns out I'm getting a Countach.
On a Fiero chassis.
But it's a Countach, and you now have gone on record that you cannot say shit about it. You have to admire it for the performance vehicle that it is.
I truly would.
It's only performance if it's on a Fiero chassis.
You know, I like weird shit. If you did that, I would support it. You know I would.
He'd have a Ferrari and a Countach.
I would support that. I would give you less. What's wrong with that?
That's the same shifter. That's
I would give you less shit for that than having a C8. Honestly, at least it's not like you're not trying to be something you're not.
Exactly.
So you see the
you're taking
you're flying
Fiero.
close to the sun.
So like I said, dude, the Fiero was ahead of its time. The C8 is behind its time because I don't know if you realize this, but the Corvette was supposed to be mid-engine for the C6.
16.5 right there for that.
That proportions actually work on that.
Yeah,
it does actually.
We're making a podcast purchase.
All right. So here it is. If anybody knows, if you're like, I don't know if people are still posting stuff on Craigslist. If you know of
we lost him at Fiero.
If you know of a kit car bodied Lamborghini, Ferrari, any quality rebodied Fiero, send it in.
It's just got to be right though.
Yeah, we're not looking for junk.
No,
he said quality.
We're not looking for
quality
junk.
And Fiero.
Send it in, and we are purchasing it.
You're gonna get so much shit.
We're purchasing it. We're purchasing it, and we will drive the shit out of it.
So
Josh is going to take his wife out to a nice dinner. He's
going to valet it. He's going to valet it. And you better tell him, don't scratch it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, he's going to know. Like you said, they can't even differentiate him, right?
The best thing in the world is taking a shit box to a really high-end valet.
Yeah.
And telling them, don't scratch it.
Yeah, kick him a 5 spot.
I cannot believe we found ourselves here.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Keep
earlier.
the change.
It's standard questions time. First up, standard questions. I'm thrown off now, but we can't even go first car.
He's got Fieros on the mind.
Well, we'll start.
You're psyched out, but let's hit him with first car.
Yeah. We got to get some information and see if I'm psyched out. I don't even have anything left in my head.
We always, full disclosure, we always struggle with West Coast people. Western.
What part of Arizona were you born and raised?
Phoenix.
Okay, Phoenix. And what year did you graduate high school?
I didn't.
Okay, what year did you get your driver's license?
Shit.
Ballpark.
I don't know.
Sometime in the 2000s.
How old are you now?
88.
88.
Were you 56?
52.
52.
Wait, what?
So 74, 84.
Yeah. So you would have graduated in 93, 94.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what year of my driver's license.
Yeah. That's when you would have been
16.
18.
So 91.
91, yeah.
Well, got my driver's license 16.
90.
Oh, 1990. Okay.
90.
That was close.
All right.
90. Hand-me-down car, family car, something you
bought a
lusted
No, don't
for.
say what it is. Don't say what it is.
Something you lusted for and saved up and purchased, or
yeah, was this a gift? Was it a hand-me-down? Did you buy it? Did you save up money?
I saved up money
and you wanted it.
What was it?
Well, I didn't want it.
Don't say what it is. We're gathering information.
Sorry.
I got it. I got what I'm thinking. I'm just
90.
yeah.
A Fiero.
No, Isuzu 90 Isuzu 2-wheel drive pickup truck.
I was going to go Toyota pickup truck.
I just feel like it's a small pickup truck.
I was going Toyota pickup truck.
What's the year?
Yeah.
It was a Buick Riata.
Was it really?
I was going Toyota pickup
That's
truck.
another car that
Man,
was
you
ahead
guys
of
are
its
way
time too.
off.
Was it a bug?
No. That was my
Phil, you got something?
Oh wow.
Were you always a Volkswagen fan?
Yeah.
That's a Golf.
Yeah.
Really?
What was it?
76 Camaro.
Fucking
76.
See a little bit of the mullet flipping over there.
Yeah.
I had a mullet too.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
And an
Yeah.
8-track.
With the big back
You had
tires.
hair?
All right,
Yeah.
so 76 Camaro, you get that at 16. You run it through its paces. Now it's the first night, right? You're headed out.
Yeah.
Sun ain't fully set,
Yeah.
but it's the night on the town,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
What are you listening to? What's the first thing you're listening to?
And that's a cassette,
Yeah, no
right?
shit. That's a cassette, dude.
Dude, I don't remember.
You better remember.
Dang. I couldn't.
90?
Your mom owned
I
you?
couldn't. Probably
Okay.
Nirvana.
Okay.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's probably Nirvana.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
In 90, were you 90? No, 90 wouldn't have been Discman era, right? Like you weren't.
No.
No.
90's too early.
Yeah.
No.
90's still tape.
Yeah, tapes.
'Cause
Yeah,
I was
Nirvana.
mid-
That was Nirvana. For
I was
sure.
mid 90s and I was adapting. I had the cassette
Yeah.
into the
CD player.
CD
into the-
player. It was skipping like a motherfucker. Man. So Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yep.
Rate Me.
Was that 90?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Don't say the car. Was your first vehicle a gift or something you purchased?
I purchased.
Okay. And was it a mode of transportation or is it something you wanted to have?
It was a motor transportation, and after I got it, I was like, "Dude, this son of a bitch is sick."
Okay.
You're
It
Arizona.
was Chevy S10.
Yeah.
They were supposed to
Okay.
guess.
Clock radio.
I bought it. I bought it from a guy that put a lot of money into it. It was a lowrider.
Okay.
It
What
was
year did you graduate? What year did you get your driver's license?
I don't remember.
Was this square body S10 or rounded
body.
Oh, square body.
Yeah, I don't remember what year I got it, but the guy was into illicit things, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a lowrider truck.
Illicit things make the best lowriders.
Yeah, that was done.
Aren't they all based on that?
It
Yeah.
was a square body S10 truck
Square body Eston.
that I bought for $800. It had a lot more money into it at the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you fill up the gas tank, you're already there.
Doubled it.
No, it was sick, dude. It was I bought a lowrider truck
Yeah.
when I was 18, basically years old. From, how do I say this? Somebody
That needed to get off of it quick.
yeah.
Yeah, and didn't care about the money. Dude,
So
I get it. Right? We've been around the block a few times.
Music on that one?
Yeah.
What year was that? How old are you now?
I'm 43.
40,
Okay, so you got your-
You graduated in 2096, 97.
No, I was supposed to graduate.
Well, but I'm saying,
But you got your driver's license in
96,
'94. That doesn't
96,
change.
97.
And yeah, I got the truck from the guy.
Oh, that's when I graduated high
It
school.
was done. But he wrecked it a week before I bought it.
Did it have stereo in it?
Yes.
All right. What are you bumping?
Cypress Hill.
Good fucking pull.
I was bumping everything. Anything that was good.
SPM.
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 South Park, Mexican.
South Park Mexican.
Y'all said it like we would know that.
You should.
I forget where we're at.
We're in a white state,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I was listening to a lot of Chicano rap at the time.
Okay.
Oh, Kid Frost. Maybe you guys know Kid Frost.
Kid Frost.
No, but I
Kid
went through a
Rock.
phase where I was big time into the Chicano rap CD covers.
Yeah.
And like all of the outfits and stuff like that. I just thought it was really fucking cool.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
don't know anything.
This is the guy that thinks that those Mexican blankets are comfy.
Yeah.
They're not Mexican blankets. They're blankets.
Yeah,
Do you think they're comfortable?
No, they're
Yeah, well,
just cool
this-
to look
that's-
at.
Are
They're
they
not
very
comfortable.
comfortable to you?
No,
Or-
they're scratchy.
Or are they itchy?
Yeah, they're itchy.
They're pieces of shit blankets. Dude.
Yeah, nobody wants. it's a tourist thing. Right?
Yeah. Straight up.
we had this. This was an interesting
You gotta
conversation.
meet Vinny. You gotta
so,
meet Vinny.
Vinny from Vinny's Hot Rods. Vinny's one of our good buddies, Mexican dude, and we're talking to him about. We call them Mexican blankets, right?
Yeah,
Because
everybody
it's
does.
a Mexican
Truck.
blanket.
Everybody does.
And Vinny's he's looking. He's like, "Fuck, you guys talking about?"
You mean a blanket?
And he's like, it's a blanket, dude. It's a fucking blanket. Is it just a blanket? Is it just a blanket?
It's like when I grew up, it was a blanket.
It's a blanket, but it's a shitty,
that's
very shitty blanket.
He said, "Hey, you want to go get some American hamburgers?"
He has a point.
Yeah, it's a fucking blanket, man.
Yeah.
They're itchy. They suck, but they do their purpose.
Yeah.
You obviously there's no way that the Fiero was the first car.
Nobody could have that on the first car.
You had to have something to set your sights on, something to work for. First car, was it something?
Let's get age. Let's get age first.
Family car, something you purchased, something. Well, give us a little background. Don't give us the car.
I already told you, but I think you guys.
We might have forgotten.
You guys really like
Drinking
it went over your head because
C10.
of the Fiero.
You said you were big into C10s.
Yeah,
that was the first one.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What year?
Yeah, right.
Square body.
I had an 84.
Okay.
I had an 86
Cool.
and an 82.
Nice.
I sold my C10
good
for
taste.
$400 fucking dollars.
Yeah. And
What year?
I think it was God, what year was that? It was square body.
That was like 2000.
What year is that
Eight?
piece of shit truck?
No, year of the truck, not year he sold it.
No, I'm trying to think of the truck. I think it was a 77.
No, it was later than that.
Was it?
Yeah, because it
Slant
had the
nose?
stacked headlights.
Oh,
80.
quad headlights.
$400 bucks. I
81.
sold that fucking thing for.
I should have learned from Vinny. We
Running.
should have done surveillance.
I
The
fucked
brown
up
liquor
too.
is just not.
And the thing is, like, I
not
fucked
the
up. I fucked up because
I should have learned.
like, when I started going to SEMA,
I take the blame.
I sold my truck just to go to SEMA,
Yeah.
Damn.
And I took
That's
him to SEMA
dedication.
for his first
and
time.
I fucked up. Yep. And I sold the truck for less than what the wheels were worth.
Sounds like somebody would be in it.
And I had
This
listen,
fucking chair.
This poor guy, we
I know.
we sabotaged.
You guys put me in the shittiest chair ever.
I had an OBD.
I told you at the beginning.
I had an OBD2 C10. Like my whole truck was OBD2. Like the whole thing was like transmission, engine, and
This
everything
is
was
not good.
And I had built this truck when I was in high school.
What do you got there?
Next question. So the C10's gone. We went through the vehicles. What were you were listening to the same music?
Well, that depends.
Thank you.
Well, like, all right, let me go through a scenario.
My music is really diverse.
Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario, and you tell me in this particular scenario what the music you're going to listen to.
Okay.
So it's Saturday night, not Friday night.
Okay.
Very specific, right? Saturday night when you're a teenager is a different feeling than Friday night, right? Friday night's after school.
Yeah.
Saturday night, you've had the day, you probably did a little work and you've done this. Saturday night, you head out on the town a little earlier in the evening than you would on a Friday, right? Saturday night, sometimes you get on the road at 4:30, 5 o'clock, go meet some friends. Sun ain't down yet, right? But it's evening time, right?
You're like fucking Bob Ross. over
Spanish
there.
I'm
music.
getting excited.
this picture.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
getting excited.
100% is Spanish music.
You said what year was this? This was 90. What? 90. Wait. We went through the years. I'm trying to get that thing.
96,
I'm trying to get the cologne right. So this is you've overdoused.
Dracar,
You've overdoused in Dracar, right? Maybe cool water.
Yeah.
Maybe cool water,
If it's something special, yeah.
right? And
Maybe half and half.
so and then there's you. It's generally you hit the interstate and then it's like I got a few exits to go, blah blah. Let me find something that's going to put me in the zone that I need to be in. What is it? What's the go-to at that point in time in your life at that age?
The music wise,
Yeah,
it depends on what I was driving.
What were you
you're driving the
your
C10.
Oh, if I'm driving my C10, it's definitely Mexican music, dude.
Okay, what other vehicle would you be driving, and what music would be listened to in that?
If I was driving my Fiero, because I did drive it to parties, I got into
This is a party car. It was literally like a Ferrari.
No, listen, dude.
Literally was.
So I got really big into the 80s.
Miami Vice soundtrack on
it's
fucking loop.
I'm thinking this is Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on.
No.
This
So
is Phil Collins.
Setting the mood in that thing.
Drum solo.
So I bought my first Fiero that I bought was a first year Fiero, which was an 84.
Okay.
And get this, I'm
Oh, God, I can't believe we got here again. Just fucking music is all over.
We're coming full circle.
You better play some music right now.
I'm gonna get back to it. Get back to it.
All right.
But the thing is, like, so recently, one of my friends was like, "Holy shit!" Dude, because I've always loved Escalades. Like Escalades are like, holy shit, dude. Like, and those Escalades, like the same thing is like year after year. Like, how the fuck do you top off an Escalade? And it's like they always like when they come out with a new one, it's like holy fuck.
We heard you like Escalades and Fieros. We put a Fiero in your Escalade.
No, Escalade.
You gotta remember he's
Escalade
Mexican.
front clip on the Fiero.
Yeah. So, but hey, I have an escalated front clip any fucking Silverado. I'm not that fucking like, you know. But anyways, so it's like, you know, like they've always done like, you know, they've always like pushed the envelope. I'm like, holy shit, like let's make this shit better.
Yeah.
They've always done that.
Yeah, for sure.
And like at the time with the Fiero, when I got it, like when I bought my Fiero, so like to get back to it, like the whole thing to tie it in, my friend told me, he's like, dude, do you know the new Escalade has speakers in the headrest? Like, are you fucking retarded, dude? Because back in 1984, the fucking
that gets us a
Fiero,
demerit right there.
the
That one's
fucking
gonna hurt us.
Fiero had speakers in the headrest.
I'm glad we got there.
It's like
But
What was
What were you
playing?
listening to?
What was playing through those speakers? That's all.
listen, dude, like it's like you ain't telling me nothing new here. Like what the fuck? Like you're telling me that Escalade is coming out with something innovative? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like the Fiero came out guns blazing with fucking speakers in the headrest.
it was the only spot they could put
Because
them.
not only because it was the greatest American sports car that was ever built, like where else are you gonna fucking put speakers in a fucking
first
sports
time
car?
ever. That's the first time.
I don't know if you know real sports cars, but real sports cars,
We know them now.
I know. I've been, but what
real
again?
sports cars don't have speakers in their doors.
Okay, so what's
music
playing
was
through
playing in that
those
real sports car?
headrest speakers?
So, like I said, when the first Fiero that I bought was an '84.
Yeah.
What's the first song you played in that car?
Name a
that,
band.
So that fucking car still had a fucking CD or a cassette, a Motley Crue cassette.
Oh, fuck, of course it did.
So I will never fucking and I live
There's worse cassettes to be stuck in.
fuck no, dude. Fuck no. Like
not a bad
I live in the
cassette.
East Valley of, Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I bought this car like way west. And like I'm pretty sure this cassette was stuck in there since 1990,
Yeah.
because the car was still running when I bought it. I bought it for $400.
Yeah. What song kicked on as soon as you?
It was girls.
He was headed to party. He was headed to party.
Let's fucking go, dude.
I can visualize it right now.
This is when I first bought the car.
Windows down.
I first bought the car, and then I drove the car to a gas station.
You asked.
And I didn't
I
even
know.
know. I didn't even know how to open the gas door in this fucking car, dude.
It had a release, probably.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right behind your head.
Yeah, you can't let
Next to
you
the
can't-
speaker.
You can't let anybody just be fucking with your like gas door. Like you gotta lock that up.
Oh,
That's
man.
another innovative.
But like I said,
thing.
dude. So imagine Motley Crue, girls,
In a Fiero.
right like 2 inches behind.
Oh my god! It's like
Two
being,
foot-
it's like
wearing
literally
headphones.
Vince Neil singing in your fucking ear,
Right, dude.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
whispering in your ear.
So like I said, if it was the C10, it was Mexican music,
Okay.
like full blast.
What's
If it
the
was
jam? Like if I want to listen to a fucking badass Mexican song, Mexican rap, is that where it's at?
No, it wasn't even
What's-
Mexican rap.
But
It was-
right now, what's the song?
Oh fuck! Back then it was.
Back in '84, I had a Fiero, and
Well, and that was the thing. That was, dude, like whatever, like you call me whatever the fuck you want, but like, dude, I had an '84 Fiero and I had an '84 C10, so I would sit in my front yard. I was still living at home with my parents.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is so sick. Imagine if this was '84 right now, and I had a fucking brand new C10 and a brand new fucking Fiero, dude. Like, I'm the fucking king right now, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, Who am I? Like, and this is like 2009.
King of the castle, baby.
This is like 2009 when I was still in high school.
Guess who's not sneaking in the party this year?
No, he'll be there. He's not sneaking in.
Yeah, I know he'll be there.
Guarantee won't be there.
You're getting your own. You're getting your own tickets. You're gonna come in.
I'm gonna be like,
dude, I want to.
Jeremy, dude, like, what the fuck?
Dude, I got you.
Do they make? Do they make those kids' beds in the Fiero? I want that as his booth.
Hey, if General Motors,
Dude, it'd be cheaper just to buy the Fiero.
That's let us in.
not after this podcast, it won't be.
It's just cheaper to buy the Fiero and helicopter up there.
So look, we talk a lot about bringing
Fuck
trailer
Gordon
on this
Murray.
podcast.
Yes, we
And
do.
I think this is a good opportunity. Look at that graph. Look at that chart. Look at that chart after this podcast. I think you're going to see a spike. I honestly do.
I think you're going to see
I think it's going to be a good one.
I think you're going
Yeah.
to see a drop.
I think
The cool part is
You
this
think so?
chart. This chart you can see in $10 increments.
Hey, okay. So,
You're not gonna see a spike.
Okay, listen.
No.
So you say you're into like weird cars, right?
yeah, probes.
Okay,
And stuff.
so
Sobs.
What are you into again?
Probe,
apart-
fucking Ford probe.
Ford Pro.
okay.
Pro.
Apart from this build,
Yeah.
I also have a side build for one of my best friends.
I don't know if we've got enough time for that.
Why don't you tease it out there?
Okay, so this is my friend Gabe, like, and he has a Mazda Repu. It's a rotary truck. It's a rotary truck.
Oh, that's a sick truck.
It's a truck. It's a little it's a
How do you
mini truck.
spell that?
Have you know the Ford Courier?
Yes.
It's Javier's.
Okay.
Oh, that's like the one from
So-
Gleaming the Cube.
But
Yeah.
it's got a Wankel engine, a rotary engine.
Those
Okay.
those engines are stupid.
Wankel.
Wankel. That's who invented the.
Henry
No, that's
Wankel?
the
rotary engine.
Yeah, it's the Fonz.
The Wankel. It's a Wankel engine.
Wankler.
Wanko.
So you've heard of the
Wanko?
RX-7?
Yeah, I know the
RX-8?
RX-7. Yeah, I actually.
So
really
you're
like
gonna
the
do
RX-7.
that. You're gonna do that one. You already shook hands with him too on a build.
Oh yeah.
Well, what's the? I don't know.
Fiero taillights.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So
Fiero taillights in the roll
So
pans.
he's more like, you know, he's really performance wise, and he's
Sounds like
really like.
Sounds like it.
But
Those Wankos are stupid.
But I told him, I was like, dude, let's build a little hot rod truck because it's a mini truck. It really is a mini truck, but with a Wankel engine. Like, who the fuck?
Dude, this is like all new to me. Never heard this. Never heard about a Wankel engine.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It's a rotary. It's the same thing
It's
in
a rotary
RX-7.
motor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a RX.
I mean, I get it.
We got a
Wankel.
customer.
So we
Never.
built an RX-5.
Yeah, we got. Yeah. Those.
RX-5s are cool.
Look them up.
Not as cool as a 510, but
They're some of
you're
the
building a
best motors
510,
ever.
aren't you?
What the fuck? It's better than 510, dude.
Oh, 510's way cooler than RX-5.
Dude, it's a rotary engine, bro.
Yeah.
Rotary.
Okay.
Hey, how many,
show me a 510 that
all it
revs
does
up
is
to
power.
10,000 RPM.
How many rotary swaps were at Grand National? How many rotary swaps happen into things that the rotaries didn't come into?
They didn't know about
And you know what? No, and what you do is just stack more rotors on there. All you do is take something that was rotary powered. Nobody makes something that wasn't rotary powered.
Let me ask you, because
Yeah, that's because the Gerber brothers haven't invested in it yet.
what's the negative with the rotary engine? I don't know much about it. I know they sound
There's
full
no
of
negative,
shit.
dude.
No.
It's positive. Everything
Yeah.
is positive.
They sound wicked. There's
scream.
one
They
at
sound cool.
the Goodwood there's some fucking crazy. Have you seen that thing? Some mid-engine race car that's got some wild ass rotary.
I mean,
motor.
a good compound turbo 5 rotor. I mean, is absolutely nuts. But it's
1,000 horsepower.
yeah, it's stupid. I mean, there's not a negative. It's just not for horsepower to dollar ratio and size and all the other kind of stuff. There's other options out there.
Yeah, RX-7's a cool ass car. I always felt they were like mini Vipers.
Oh yeah, RX-7's fucking sweet.
I love one of those. Love a clean ass.
Mini Viper is very. If you've been in interior of RX-7,
Yeah, it
it's
feels
cool.
But
yeah,
thing-
it's like
the thing
a
is-
refined
the
Viper.
thing-
It's
The
still
thing
it's-
about the RX-7 is
that's a cool little car.
It's got a unique sound. Like you know, like when you hear a rotary engine, you know it's a rotary engine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this has been
we're
quite
They
quite
took a big
something.
turn, huh?
If you want it, like I said,
I told you.
Like I got my own like side builds that like.
Yeah, dude, we're clicking.
You want to throw? Why don't you throw the Instagram up there just in case any of these people out there? Like, there's probably folks out there just like, you know what? I've been waiting for the guy that has the same vision. I got the money. He's got the vision. Let's do this.
Let's bring it on. Let's do it.
What do we got up next?
Favorite car movie.
Favorite Corvette Summers.
Corvette Summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I don't remember the name of that fucking thing.
La Bamba.
Training Day. He loves the lowrider.
Oh, Training Day is fucking great.
You gotta tell a story about it.
Josh has
That's my favorite
No,
lowrider.
the car that you tried to buy on Facebook.
and I vented to Josh about it, and he set me straight.
That's
on
my
it.
favorite lowrider.
Oh,
Josh,
you needed to be set straight.
Josh scolded me for it, and then I felt.
Don't tell the story.
Well, then I felt bad. No, I think it's good because it shows. It doesn't reflect well on me.
No, it
If
doesn't.
Josh
Because
says don't
after-
tell it, I'd probably say don't
After
tell
I
it.
told Josh, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense." So I'll let you tell it.
Maybe we shouldn't.
We'll do a quick cliff notes.
quick.
A quick one.
It's not
Fucking-
quick at this point.
So we've been
Yeah,
talking about
I
we've
love
been
that car.
talking
Love
about
that car.
low riders for a while, right? He wants the Monte Carlo from Training Day, right? Very close.
So
That was a sick car.
Dude, I grew up. My old man was in the body shop business, and I grew up like around all body men, and everybody was into lowriders. I fucking love lowriders. Like it's just something I want, like a legit badass fucking lowrider.
I want a 63 hardtop.
And the 79 Monte Carlo is always it's hit it for me. I love the body lines, and then the Training Day one is fucking rad.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with the hydraulics and all that bullshit, but I'd like something on bags with just some big valves, some big airlines that you can drive, you can have some fun with. Maybe you can throw some nasty sway bars on it, 3-wheel that bitch, something. But I love the look of that car.
But
So you
that's the whole thing. Like with me, like I've never
I was
been
telling the story.
like I've never
I was telling the story.
like I've never been a big lowrider guy. This dude right
I
here,
love lowriders.
he loves lowriders, you know.
I love them.
But like for me, like my whole theme, like with everything, has always been a nice, clean look.
Yeah.
And that car is.
I can guarantee you we will never be invited back.
Dude, I'm having a good fucking time with
No,
you.
dude, like,
And then you
that
get to the
car-
fucking bad motherfucker, and boom! It takes taking away from me.
Yeah, fuck. Like that fucking car is like, it's so simple. It's like,
it's
like,
clean.
That's my thing. Is like I love simple cars. Like it's one solid color. It's on fucking wires and hydraulics. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
and I'm not a big lowrider.
I said
dude.
that about
But
the
if I was to have
Fiero.
a fucking
Simple.
lowrider,
Simple
it
car.
would be the fucking lowrider from Training Day.
Dude,
Right.
that makes me
But
feel
I would
good.
have that motherfucker on 20s in the front, 22s or 24s in the back.
That's not
and
the
just
that's not the
fucking-
car from Training Day. Then. That's just a cool ass.
I
That's
still
just a
love
cool
the
ass.
car.
I mean, what? I mean,
I love
Gotta be on wires.
Okay, it
Wires,
would be on wires.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I love the Daytons. Phil sends this is Sunday. I think it's a Sunday. Phil sends me one on fucking Marketplace, and I'm like,
Dennis, get in here, Dennis. Dude, Dennis wants to get in here.
We're going to the bullpen.
Come on, Dennis. I'll give you my seat.
Phil sends me one on Marketplace. 79 Monte Carlo. It is a fucking spitting image of the Training Day car. This thing's on like 13-inch Daytons. Fucking bad ass. It's got AccuAir in the back, big ass tanks, 2 pumps. Like, it's got the fucking look. Guy was asking a lot of money, and I'm like,
First of all, the price that he listed,
yeah.
and he says cash money.
He said, yeah. He
All right,
says,
so he's selling a lowrider.
In the Facebook Marketplace ad, it says cash only with a cash emoji with wings on it.
You know what that means? No further conversation
And then
to
it
be had
also
about that.
said, I forget the town, but basically Gary, Indiana, right? Just outside Gary, Indiana.
That's down South Chicago.
So now I'll fast forward to me coming in Monday morning and telling Josh about this. I'm like, this motherfucker blocked me on Facebook.
He wouldn't answer me. I've reached out to him. He blocked me. Then he tells me, he said, well, I reached out to him and said, hey,
dude, I was
man,
buying this
I'm
car.
super interested. I'd like to buy the Monte Carlo. I know you said cash money. Is there anything you can you give me some information on like a wire transfer or anything like that we can do?
No, I also said money order,
certified check. So, well, first, if the guy,
if you didn't get it, that's probably where you fucked up.
He
Money.
He helped me understand that.
I told him, I said, dude, the dude's selling a lowrider and he says cash. So the only other conversation that needs to be had is when can we meet?
Yep.
When can I come look at it?
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
You just got to tell him, when can I pick it up? Yeah. That's it.
Right.
That's all you got to tell him.
Well, so I didn't. I
said what I said. And you didn't pick it up.
And he's like, and his response was something like, the fuck? Like, if you were serious about this car, you'd be down here looking at it, something, and then blocks me. Then you see the little thing like blocked. So it's like, it fucking pissed me off, right? Because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna buy it. He's asking too much money for it.
He ain't got time for that.
Nobody's gonna buy it for that. I was prepared to buy it because I just liked it so much. It's probably still listed. I guarantee it's still listed because nobody's fucking paying that. So he fucked up.
How much was it?
He wants fucking 30 G's for it. Dude, it's worth
clean. It's worth 30 G's. Somebody, I bet you it's sold. I bet you it's sold.
30 grand for 30 G's for a car is not bad.
Guarantee it's not.
But I guarantee he's not going to sell it to somebody. That's how the G-men get you, man. He ain't going to go do no wire transfer and do all that kind of shit.
Dude, Josh, I guarantee you it's not. I bet you it's still on there.
I guarantee you it is. Josh lights me up. He's like, "What the fuck did you think was going to happen?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I thought he'd like come back and be like,
oh sure, yeah, let me give you my routing number and you can send it right there." What the fuck?
So he's like, Josh is like, you fucking roll down there with fucking 30 G's fucking cash and you buy that thing. I'm like, dude, I'm not rolling down to Gary, Indiana with 30 grand in a fucking shoebox.
I said, tell me when. It sounds like a good time.
Josh, are you kidding me? That's the fun. He's like, that sounds sporty. He's like,
that's an excuse to get strapped.
Yeah, I'm like, because dude, I'm rolling down with 30 grand to buy and I'm coming back without 30 grand and no fucking lowrider.
No, that's like,
hey, fuck. You show up with 25 grand and then you tell him, hey, I only got 20. Bro.
Is that the trick?
Yeah, that's
so. All right. Dude, you got
to talk to the other side of the mic.
All right, we got.
Hold on, let's see. Before we get too far,
I'm not gonna say much.
Phil can attest to this. It
was a great car.
It's a good car,
but you should have just said, when are you available this week?
Dennis, why are you laughing so much?
Well, now I can't.
Dennis is having a great time.
Dennis is having a great time. Look back there, dude. Look at Dennis.
No, I can't see anything.
Can I get that
I can probably find it.
Phil?
Oh, message required.
If we're gonna go, this is lightning round.
Let's do it.
Right.
Let's get this over with.
If you could, he's had a lot of fun.
Facebook Marketplace.
If you could have anybody else build you a vehicle for you, what type of no budget, right?
No budget.
What car is it and who's building it?
Ring Brothers.
This is one at a time. and first of all, fuck the Ring Brothers. All right, they ain't building shit no more.
They're building my car.
Okay, we'll get to you in just a second.
Yeah, I would say Rad Rides and whatever they wanted.
Whatever they wanted.
Yeah, whatever they wanted for sure.
All this part's getting cut out.
I wonder what Troy did we ask?
Fuck the Ring Brothers. Fuck Troy.
Fuck no. Fuck the Ring Brothers.
What do you have in Ring Brothers built?
They're bad son of a bitch.
I know, but what are they going to build for you?
The Ring Brothers? The Ring Brothers. The Ring Brothers just want to get on me and Jeremy's Fiero.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got that part. We don't even have to answer. We know that part.
I wonder what Troy would build if you just
Fiero. What Troy?
Well, if you
what Troy?
BBT
Troy.
BBT Troy or Red Rise by Troy?
Red Rise Troy. If you told Troy to just
I just turn it loose.
I wonder what do you think he'd pick?
I wouldn't.
I would if it was Troy Chaprena, I'd tell him, "Hey, dude, build me a land speed record Fiero."
Oh man,
no.
Dude, that's the gift. Grief. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
That's the thing. His vision is
yeah.
you wouldn't have to worry about it.
I'd be curious though. What we never talked to Troy about that. Like, what's the car he wants to build? Did we?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Probably an airbag in his paint booth.
No, but yeah. I'd be curious about that though.
Hey, we went to go see his paint booth.
Maybe we'll do a
today,
special.
Holy shit!
Have you seen his paint booth?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it back up.
No, his paint booth.
Hey,
today.
His paint booth is nice.
Today, and
it would be interesting to know.
It would be. We'll have to reach out. We'll do a special with Troy on that.
Tell him about this day, and he'll remember this day.
I'll tell you, I've done a lot of it.
The Fiero psychs you out tonight, I think.
That's one.
Dennis is having the time of his life.
I love.
Look at Dennis.
I love how Jared loves
that guy, dude.
Yeah, we click. We clicked.
I love you, Dennis.
Josh is psyched out on the Fiero, man.
Hey,
I just see Buddy over there. It's like,
dude,
we just like
You
we're
could just see us in a couple years.
we went.
Oh my
just
God.
pulling the cover off at SEMA.
Dude, and people just
crashed and fucking burned.
Hey, whatever happened to those dudes that built that badass Ghia?
Gone.
What guy?
It was
What Ghia?
fucking
And Josh is
sweet.
like, he's like,
What Ghia?
he's gonna be eating crow, dude, when we're unveiling that fucking camera.
Hey,
well, I think we
He's
go,
like,
dude.
I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, where's that pro bat?
Well,
Where's that pro bat?
What's the Fiero?
dude, the probe had a back seat.
We have so many.
All I remember is
You know why a Fiero don't have a back seat?
Hey,
you got a
you don't
business
need-
plan with this guy about
Well, dude,
Fieros.
listen there's so many opportunities I see. Like, it's endless. I see this car going to the Nuremberg
Oh,
see.
on top of that, listen.
I'm gonna have to end it.
listen.
We'll see you again next week. That's just, I can't take any more of the nonsense.
No,
Honestly.
no. So
It's over.
You know what my other plan is with this car?
I know. I don't. It can't be any more things than it is. It's already been 15 things.
It is.
There's no other things that it can be.
Well,
It's been a party car. It's gonna win every show. It's
Let's make
It's
it
a
16
Fiero.
plus.
gonna be a tractor pull car next.
It's also going to be at Pikes Peak.
We can do that. But
You know
dude,
the
listen,
one thing I can see? You turn it into a boat.
Yeah.
It's an ample car. It does jets rental. Yeah, West Palm Rentals.
Makes
Oh, is
you
that a
get rental
Fiero? No, it's a jet ski.
Look, dude.
Just so you guys know, I fucking love boats.
Hey,
Just so you guys- just so
stop
you
it
guys
right there.
End it.
That's,
Just so you guys know,
I like turtles too.
Just so you guys know, he's been trying to sell a boat for 6 years.
Before we go, I will
I
say
got a
this,
sick
guys.
boat.
Yeah.
Is it straight?
It actually is a pretty sick boat,
Hey,
dude.
we should have let his mic be broke earlier.
It's how do I say this?
It was broke from the beginning, dude.
It was broke from the beginning, but
Hey, you guys have
basically
absolutely.
it's a drug spawning boat.
I love it, dude. Look,
Can you see why we achieved perfection?
yes,
Yeah,
I 100%
I
can.
can. Now I see the attention to detail. It all makes sense.
Dude, honestly, before we let you guys go, I've got to say, I had a fucking blast with you guys.
Yeah.
And honestly, talking to you guys through the beginning of this podcast, and we had a lot of fun. We fucked around with Fieros and stuff, but I'm fucking blown away with your guys' passion
Thank
for
you.
building cool shit.
Yeah.
Your guys'
Thank you.
drive for building cool shit. It's been a pleasure hanging with you dudes.
Likewise. And we appreciate it.
Dude, I'm super stoked to see what you guys do in the future, because to see guys that came out of what I would consider absolutely nowhere and blow everybody's fucking minds, and your name, the name of your shop was in everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
All I heard from people for years now, Bobby Alloway and you name it, fucking everybody anybody who's everybody has talked about the stuff that you guys are building. You guys are fucking kicking ass,
Thank
and I want
you.
to see what you guys continue to do.
We
It's been a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
It's been awesome
Yeah.
fucking hanging with you dudes.
You know, to add on that, like,
We're not. There's no adding on.
no.
Honestly, there's
No.
just.
Like you talk about, Toby Alloway.
Yeah.
Wait, Toby from it. Toby's not of the Alloway family, but
We
Toby's.
just call him Toby Alloway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
Toby's part of the. He's part of the family. He's not of no relation,
Toby.
But he is.
Well, either way, like,
Yeah.
but he's a good dude.
I love that
I'm
dude.
sure
That dude-
Bobby
that dude's
considers him
fucking awesome.
family.
Like, Toby Alloway is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But, like, he's done. What?
It's. Hey,
Like that-
we'll see you again next
No.
week.
No, that